The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 245, being recorded on February the 23rd, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. Welcome back.
Thank you, buddy. What's happening, man? It's good to be back here again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Yeah, all that good shit, And from Michigan, 8 Mile, getting shot at every other day, Eric Smith is back.
It's a very true statement.
You getting shot at every other day?
Every other day, man.
You just going to work, you just gotta like dodge all the bullets.
They call me white boy and they shoot at me, throw things at me.
White people are supposed to be cool in Detroit, aren't they? Because of Eminem? No?
Is that the only place white people are cool is Detroit?
Yeah. I thought like that's where like white people had all the cred.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. Well, I guess Eminem needs to do more work.
Yeah, he does.
And your white boy research?
And not cry about Punisher being canceled on Netflix.
Oh.
It's kill the cable guy.
Don't cry.
We can talk about that. I've got some opinions on Punisher.
And who the hell is talking? I hear another voice. Oh, there's a Canadian in here, guys. And Canadian.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Ryan?
Oh, hey. This is not Ryan. It's Matt Bradford from...
Hey.
Let's see, where's Matt from? He's from Zombie Cast Podcast, Video Game Outsiders Podcast, the No Sleep Podcast, Guinness Book of World Records, Video Game Edition, some kind of voice acting, something. He's in a video game called Debris. He does commercials for a bunch of banks in Canada. And, yeah.
Thanks, man. That's a great introduction. Can you write my bio in my next next book or something like that? And, whatever. Happy to be here, guys. It's been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a while, Matt.
I don't think Eric was on the last time I was on.
No.
No?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. So good to see you again.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Anyways, people, Matt also importantly does our intro. He warns you about the content on our show.
Do? Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's me.
That's how long it's been, guys.
Yeah, woo!
Got it off and I warned myself.
Warning.
Yeah, so there's that. That's his voice, people. Anyways, welcome, Matt. Welcome everybody to the show. We're here to talk about video games, but first of all, you can follow us on Twitter @_Horrible Gamers, and you can all that good shit. Leave us a review, blah blah blah. Horrible Gamers Podcast Community on Facebook. Join the group. It's a closed group, so anything you post in the group is not visible by people that are not members of the group. So you go do that. You got to answer a few questions when you join. If you don't answer those questions, I probably won't accept you as a member. They're not hard questions. They're very simple questions, so go join. Also, you can email us feedback at horriblegamers.com. Join the Patreon at patreon.com/horriblegamers like Jonathan Hallhass, Alan Maybe, Joshua Wolf, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Clint Thiel, Dirty Bites, Robbie Wheat, David Snyder, Brian Capessa, Nathan Malice, and the Mayo. Thank you guys for being Patreon supporters. We love you. All of you are awesome. Thank you for supporting the show. And yeah, you can also become a Patreon and get a shout out just like they did by heading on over to patreon.com/horriblegamers and hitting that nice Patreon subscription button. Is it a button? It's just join Patreon or something. Just click.
Click it.
Just click everywhere. Put your credit card number in there somewhere.
You got an iPad, press it.
Press on your phone, download the app, and do all that good stuff. Fowler and Twistix Breakout is our intro song. It's a remix specially made for us. And Broke for Free Night Owl is our outro song. Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's talk about video games.
Night Owl. Oh, yeah. Video games.
Did you say build that wall?
That's a night owl. Wait, you have... Build that wall.
Build that
political.
wall.
Right off the top. I don't know. By the way, that's not me. I'm not Bill.
Build that
we
Canadian
need to be able to
wall.
get to Canada.
Build the Canada wall. I don't want you jerks up here. Build the ice wall.
The
I just
Great
got my
Ice
passport
Wall.
renewed. I'm coming.
Yeah, Jesus, why don't you come up here?
Oh, I can't go to Canada, you motherfuckers.
Have you already given that story?
Yeah.
We know what?
Yeah, people know. People should know. I
Is it
cannot.
something about a cow? You said a cow?
Yeah, I can't legally enter Canada. There's some problems that I had. Yeah. So,
Too cool for Canada?
Yeah, you guys will stop me at the border.
Rejected.
They'll shoot at me if I try to get close.
Smuggle you in next time I'm down there.
Do it, dude. Do it. I think I could run through a forest. I've looked at the map. I think there's a few forests that connect between America and Canada. And I think I could run through the forest. You guys don't have any walls, do you? Do you guys have walls?
We have no walls, but contrary to popular belief, we have very tight borders.
Oh, I know. Canada has like the strictest laws to get into your country, man. Like,
I think they always have.
yeah, you can't get in there. Like, if you have anything, like you've been pulled over by the cops, you can't come in ever. Fuck you.
Well, you've also got to have like 10 degrees and
Yeah.
a career before you get here.
Yep.
So-
To become a citizen of Canada, it's not as easy as everyone was saying when like Trump became president. Everyone was like, "We're moving to Canada."
No, you can't just pick up and move to Canada.
No, you
It's,
can't.
That's why those people are still here.
Exactly.
right?
Because you realize you need like 20 degrees to move up there, and you got to be a doctor, and you got to be some kind of scientist.
You must
And
have
then,
purpose.
if you get through, you can be an Uber driver because we don't recognize your designations.
It's kind of like America, dude. Everyone like that comes to America, usually you get a better spot on the list if you have like a degree. But then you get here and you find out your doctor degree is kind of useless because you're not really a doctor here.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, shit.
Boom, roasted.
You know,
Yeah, boom roasted.
happens.
Suckers get better life.
Joke's on you.
Ain't no better life in America, people. Don't believe it. It's all fake news. There's no better life here.
Stay where you're at.
Anyways, let's talk about video games, guys. I want to talk about something very important that happened to me this week. Very important. I went on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh.
I was searching. All right. I went to the search bar and I typed in gaming PC. Boom. And I searched that, and then all these dirty computers came up. Like people were like, "I'll sell you my PC for $3,000. This PC doesn't have a 1080 Ti. It's been the greatest PC ever. I took good care of it. Look, here's some pictures. It's all dirty. I don't know what happened. It works. $3,000. Maybe.
Yeah.
So then I keep going down the list, and I found a guy, the guy who builds PCs, and he was selling a PC for about $900 or $800 that I saw, and I was like, this guy seems pretty legit. And I looked, I searched his name on the marketplace. Like I searched JB's custom gaming PCs, and a bunch of PCs came up, and he apparently was selling like different styles, and each of them said like, look, I can build this one exactly to this specification, but he had like other options on the list. Like if he had like an Intel i5 on there, right underneath that it would say like Intel i7. Just add like $200 to this price, and I can add this part instead of this part. So he made it pretty easy to understand what parts you could upgrade, what parts you didn't want to upgrade, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So then I hit this dude up, and I'm like, yo, dude, I want a gaming PC. And he's like, okay. I'm busy right now, but what do you want? So I sent him a link to the first one that I wanted, and that one was about $1,300. It was an i5. It was like it had like a 1070 card in it, GTX 1070, and it had 16 gigs of RAM, all this shit. And then I sent him a link to another one that had a Ryzen 5 2600X CPU or whatever, and then it had like a 1070 Ti, and then 16 gigs of RAM and all that shit. So then I told him, I was like, you know what? I'll take the one with the 1070 Ti because that one's actually like $950. He was like, okay, cool. Okay. He's like, I'll message you tonight or whatever. He's like, when do you need it by? I was like, tomorrow. He's like, okay, I'll message you tonight. So then like, he didn't message me for a bit, dude, and I'm all nervous, right? I'm like, fuck, should I spend the money on this fucking shit? Should I really do this?
Remorse. Yeah.
Oh, should I? This is like $1,000.
I think we're all wondering if it's going to be like one of those situations where you went to sell a PS4 or buy a
and I got
PS4, you end
robbed?
up at their house, and it's one of those places where you can see like his brother's in the kitchen. He's 7 foot tall, and he's
like
just
like
chopping up meat
polishing the
with largest
shotgun.
cleaver in the world. Right?
Training day situation.
You want a PC, huh?
Yeah, you want a PC? Yeah, he got one for
Yo,
you.
Gino, take him to the PC room. You go down some basement. There's a guy at the door.
He opens up the little slot. What's the password?
Yeah.
He just pulls out his money, his hands trembling, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it.
There's a secret way
You
you gotta
wait
knock
here.
on the door.
You wired? You wired?
You wired?
Get pat down.
Oh shit! No. But like he hit me up that night, and then he was telling me like I could upgrade the motherboard to like this other motherboard. It'll be a little bit better for you. Maybe depends if you want it. Like $50 more. I was like, okay, $50. Okay, and then what I ended up doing is I upgraded a little bit. I added like a 640 gigabyte SSD card in there. Then I added like a 2 terabyte hybrid drive in there, just to add more space.
Shit.
Yeah, so like it all ended up costing me $1,120 for the tower. So I mean, it was under what I wanted to spend because I did say before on the show that I would spend up to like $2,000 on a PC, and it ended up costing me $1,100, like a little over $1,100. You know, so like the dude was super chill about it. He like obviously the night before he told me like, look, man, he's like, I don't want to just build this PC and you don't come and buy it. He was like, I kind of need like an upfront payment. Are you willing to send $100? And that kind of made me nervous, right? I'm like, oh fuck, you know.
I mean, fair request though, right?
But like it is a fair request because like I was like pretty much I looked at the parts that he was going to build for me, and the Mayo on Discord, like one of our listeners, he was super helpful because he was like telling me like, all right, Jesus, show me what he's going to build for you, and then I'll tell you like if it's a fair price that he's trying to charge you for this. So I sent the Mayo all the specs, right? Like this is what he wants to build. And this is the price he's asking for. And like the Mayo did the math, and he's like, yeah, it looks like he's just charging $100 to build a PC. Like all the parts, you can buy all those parts yourself and make it yourself, but it's gonna save you only like $100. If you want him to do it for you, you're gonna have to pay him the $100, and you know that's what the price is. You know, the price jump compared to you building it and someone building it for you. And I was like, fuck it, $100 for someone to build me a PC that seems to know what they're doing doesn't seem like a high price at all,
That's
right?
a fair deal. Yeah.
So I told the dude, okay, here's $100. I Venmo'd him, like Venmo. I fucking had to download this app and send him the money or whatever. And then he's like, all right, I'll start building it. And then he started hitting me up. He's like, okay, do you want to change the motherboard? This is how much this is going to cost. Super fair dude, super honest with me. And then sure enough, like the next day he hit me up and he's like, look, man, your PC is done. This is what I did. And then, you know, I sent the specs to like the Mayo, and he was like, you may want like a bigger hard drive. So I hit him up, and I'm like, give me a bigger hard drive, please. On top of this, the SSD, I want like a 2 terabyte. And he offered me the price for that. I told him it's cool. He did the upgrade for me, and boom, dude. That afternoon, I went down there.
Race now, buddy.
He had all these parts on hand.
Yeah, dude, he just had all these parts on. He like that's what he does for a living. Like
black market.
Like that's
How far away
why I
did you
mentioned
have
his
to go?
company name. His company name is JB's Custom Gaming PCs. Like he builds these and sends them around the country and builds them for people. That's what he does for a living.
What? JB Custom.
Was he in Portland?
JB's Custom Gaming PCs. Yeah, he's in Portland, dude, and he's listening to the podcast right now because I told him to listen.
JB.
Woo, JB, JB. Woo, 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 woo.
Master race.
His name is
Thanks for hooking
Jason.
up our boy.
His name is Jason. But yeah, super cool dude. I don't know. He sounded like he's British or something. He had like an accent. Super chill dude. No, not Australian, British. Or maybe Australian. I don't fucking know. I didn't ask him. But he lived like in this super nice part of town in Portland, like in the fucking rich neighborhood where the condos are at. I'm like, all right, this dude seems like he doesn't live in like the ghetto. I'm not getting shot at. And super cool dude, man. Super straight up about things. And he told me like, look, man, I put it in the box for you. Like, you know, it's all ready to go. You just plug it in and you hit me up if you have any problems, and I'll let you know. And sure enough, man, I came home, I plugged it all in, and it worked just fine.
Nice.
You should see if he could sponsor us.
One thing that he forgot to do for me was activate Windows. So then I messaged him like that next day, and I was like, "Hey, dude, I need a Windows key or whatever." And he was like, "Here you go, boom." Like, I'm sorry. He's like, "I forgot to do it that night, you know, because I was doing all this shit with the hard drive." I was like, "It's cool." And then, yeah, dude, So pretty much, and then I went to Fry's to get myself a keyboard and a mouse and all this shit, and then I got myself a fucking monitor, which is a 32-inch LG 1440p monitor, 144 hertz. We're good. We're fucking good, son. So yeah, dude, I'm pretty much set now. I'm set. So
well, tell me, what was the first thing you did with your new supercomputer?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I went on
You downloaded
Facebook.
even paper cuts. I know it.
I surfed on Facebook. I logged into my
The cheapest
Spotify.
indie game. The cheapest indie game you can get.
I bought I Am Bread.
I got VVVVVVV. Download that.
No, so what
I opened Paint.
one of
and
the first
painted.
games that I was able to play and download, actually the very first game I downloaded for the PC was PUBG. Because as soon as I got Steam, because the dude actually, the dude who sold me the PC, he actually installed Epic Launcher and he installed the Steam Launcher for me on here. And he installed Fortnite for me. And then he had like this benchmark thing on there and then all this shit. So like, I was able to log into my Steam, get all that set up. And then me and the Mayo were talking. And, the Mayo was telling me like, what to do, how to switch my monitor to 144 hertz from the 60 that it was set at, basic. And all this shit. He told me how to change it. And then all of a sudden I could get a notification on Steam like, boom, hey, you received the gift. And I was like, what the fuck? And it was like, hey, the Mayo just gave you PUBG, like download it now. I was like, oh shit. So I obviously thanked the Mayo for that. That's fucking awesome, dude. You're an amazing dude.
Yeah, he bought me the same thing.
Yeah,
so.
dude. He
Shout out
gifted
to
me
Mayo.
PUBG, and then we went through,
PC Master.
he had me set up a few settings in PUBG to like increase the frame rates. And like the game runs fucking beautiful, dude. Like, oh my god, man. Compared to like Xbox where I've been playing the fucking game to like PC, man, it runs so good. The only downside is I'm so used to playing on a controller that it's kind of hard for me to grasp, like wrap my head around the controller on the keyboard. Like
Why don't you buy yourself a gaming controller? Do you feel like you'd be under?
Well, yeah, you can
I
still
feel
use
like-
a controller, I
Well,
found.
I feel like I would be at a disadvantage using a controller against a mouse and keyboard. So I'm trying my hardest to learn how to play with the mouse and keyboard. And it's not impossible to learn because like pretty much right away, like the WASD felt kind of natural to me. I thought I was gonna have a much harder time getting used to this like WASD bullshit. And like no, it feels good. Like to shift, you press left shift to run, you press control to do shit, you press tab to pull up your menu. Like like the mouse has like little buttons on the side, and I have those set to like crouch and prone. So like if I click one of those, I crouch. I click another one, I go prone. He like had me switch the controls for like aiming down sights. I have to hold. I have to right click to like hold to aim down sights, and then you shoot with the other one. Obviously, all that good stuff, dude. The game runs good. And then I downloaded Frostpunk. I ended up buying that for like $19. I found it somewhere for like $19. Bought that.
Tell me how that is.
So Frostpunk is fucking hard, Matt. Like going, like obviously going from console gaming to this, I'm still learning all this shit. But like you launch Frostpunk and the game just starts. It literally just like does like this intro cutscene about like the story, the world is ending or some shit. Like, oh, the world is ended. We blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, survive.
Go.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like, oh, okay. So like, I had to
How
sit
was your
there.
discontent? That's what I want to
It
know.
was horrible, dude. I
Oh,
was killing people. It was like, put fucking chips in the fucking soup with that. Kill the little kids or send them to
give him
work.
sawdust.
Wait, can you eat little kids in this game? Is the
I bought this game on based on VDO's recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Michelle played it.
yeah.
Frostpunk.
So I was, what
looking
is this
forward to
game?
it.
And I
It's
love
a cool
that game. It's a
game.
great game.
It's an awesome premise. Like pretty much the world has ended, and like you're like in the city, and you're like the leader, and you pretty much got to send people to work, and then like you can pass these laws, and every so often you can pass a new law, but like some of these laws are supposed to like be like kind of like moral decisions, right? Like one of the laws is like, hey, we have little kids that are part of like your population. You got to feed them, you got to keep them warm, but they're kind of useless. They're using up your resources, but you can send these kids to work. Send them to work so like maybe they provide also, they're not just being useless fucking bodies walking around
They're
here.
not you. They're morale. Kids are morale.
So like I pretty much send the kids to work It's like, fuck it,
I think
send the
you
kids
kinda
to
have
work.
right? It just depends on. I think the real thing is when you send them to work, it's just what kind of work are you having them do?
Well,
are you
no,
sending
I
them
put
out
them
like
to
a mile out to get wood,
I
or
put them to safe work. It was like allow the kids to
Yeah.
work in a safe environment.
like in a
Yeah,
kitchen?
I can get behind that. Yeah.
It's like, okay, like, you know, the world has ended, dude. Everyone's served, like, we're all dying. It's super cold. You know, we're trying to keep the furnace going, and it needs coal to burn. So we need to collect the coal. And, you know, like, we need adults to be working in the factories. We can have little kids, so little kids can go out and collect some coal, you know. It's okay. I'm having them do that. And then, like, for example, another one of the choices I had to make recently, like, today, was like, hey, we're getting people, like, some people are getting really sick.
Yeah.
And you have to make a choice to, like, either, like, we can either treat them by cutting off, like, their arms. Like, if your hand gets frostbite, we're cutting off your hand. Fuck it, we're just cutting it off. Or we can keep them, like, hospitalized, but they're just going to stay in the hospital because they're not going to get any better. We're not going to be able to amputate them. We're not going to do any experimental research on them. We're just going to keep them alive, but they're going to use up our resources. What do you want to do? And I'm like, fuck it, start cutting off legs and hands. I don't care. You get back to work, motherfucker.
and you know what's cool about this game is it adds another level
It's fucking
of
cool.
medical stuff. Like, for example, you've got your hospitals, but what Jesus is talking about is, I think you build, I forgot what they're called, but they're basically like a hospice, right? Where people can go to die, you know, in peace, and, you know, or like you said, you know, like that's where they get amputated and they can then rest after that because they can't work. I mean, if you got no legs, you can't really be productive.
Yeah.
So
A
lot of hard decisions.
It's a cool game. It's kind
Is
of
it
hard.
unforgiving, though? Like, do you find yourself restarting the game every 20 minutes?
I already restarted like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a hard game.
I think
Because,
I've
like,
done 10 restarts.
like, you can see the days that are coming up. Like, you can see, like, it's on a timer, right? And during the nighttime, like, the people stop working. They stop working from, like, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. They kind of stop working, and they're sleeping. Then they wake up at 6 a.m. Then from 6 to 8, they don't work. They're just, like, chilling at the base or whatever. So you kind of have to, like, time things out. But you can also make them work extra shifts. You can be like, you know what? We need more resources. We need to keep people working. So now everyone has to work one more shift. So you can't go to bed until like midnight now or something. You have to stay at work till midnight. So that kind of lowers the morale. It makes people really tired, but it keeps more supplies coming into your base, you know, which is a good thing. And you can always change the laws up. Like I said, you know, like you can always go back and kind of like reverse a law. Like if you find out like people are really pissed off at you because you passed a certain law, I'm pretty sure you can change it, right, Gunny? Like
I don't think you can. I haven't run across it to where
you can return and change it.
I think you can. I think what you can do is if you have like an extra shift running at, let's say, the coal mine.
Yeah.
I think you can just check that box. Just say, okay, let's not continue on with the additional shift.
Over here, like
but
in this
the law,
area?
once it's law, it's law. So.
That'd be kind of cool if you can go back and change the laws.
I like the idea of not being
it's
able
a
to
branch
change. It's gotta
of
live with what.
And live with the choices you make.
Yeah, because once you run down that branch of, you know, this is the set of laws of kind of where I'm heading, and I think you just can't really reverse it. You can go a different direction, but
Okay. I know that there's two different paths you can go down in this game. One is like giving people the option to start worshiping religion and believing in God, and giving that as a hope for them, you know, to keep them like with their morale.
You
up.
make that a law. Stop.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
after a certain
like
time.
after a certain amount of time, you can make that a law. You can be like, you know what? No more worshiping any god. Like religion is banned. We're not gonna. And then you're like, you see your city becoming more like a militarized type of city where like you have soldiers protecting like certain roads and soldiers forcing people at gunpoint to go to work. You know what I mean?
They'll
Like,
also
hey,
build,
fucker, go to work.
like these towers to watch over the people.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like this where, okay, that's the cool part where, you know, you introduce this religion, and it's like, so now it's like, we are the protector of you. We will watch over you.
Yeah, the religion, like, it takes over, like,
We're the new
churches.
God.
Yeah, the churches are taking over, like, they're becoming more powerful, and, you know what I mean? So,
like
like,
this
you
stuff.
gotta
That's kinda
keep
cool.
people, like, in balance there, you know? Like, some people ask you for certain things, and you have, like, a timer to respond to them, what you're gonna do. So, for example, like, if you have, like, a homeless population of, like, 50 people that are homeless, they'll come up to you and they'll be like, hey, look, we're tired of living on the streets. We need you to do something about this. And you can be like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys shelter. And that means you have to provide shelter for all 50 people within 2 days. Or you can be like, I'll give some of you some shelter. So you can be like, all right, now you need to only provide shelter for like 25 out of the 50 people for like in the next 2 days. Or you could be like, I don't want to deal with this right now and just ignore it. And then the more like that makes their discontent go up, which if the discontent meter fills up all the way, what I'm getting at is they end up killing you, right? Or overthrowing you from as leader.
Either or.
Yeah.
Damn, son. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like if your discontent goes up, then I think they kill you. If your hope goes all the way down, that's where they're just like they just kick your ass out of there. You're on your own, pal.
To kick you
You're
out.
no longer the leader.
Start your own society.
Yeah. It's time to start a new game again.
It's a cool game. It's fun. It's just a strategy game. It's one of those games where like I could see myself losing a lot of time to. Today I restarted a game right before the show, and I'm doing a lot better than I was doing before. So we'll see where I end up with this one. But I played so many games, dude, this week. Other games I played on the PC, I guess. I ended up playing Anthem a little bit. Runs super good. Fucking looks amazing. Game is kind of fun. I still don't know. I haven't played much of it, so I don't know.
Tell me the loop. Tell me the
played any.
gameplay loop in this. Is it do a mission, come back to that hub, talk to NPCs, do a mission, come back, do a mission, come back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Gee,
that's
make it sound boring.
But I mean, no, like what's really cool about the game, I think that's really, really interesting and really cool is the world they built. The world, it seems like an interesting place to be in. I love the colors, the fucking monsters, and like the crazy looking javelins and the missiles and the explosions and the, when the storm javelin starts calling stuff down. It's really cool when you combo things.
Yeah.
There's something about this game where I can't help but compare it to Destiny. And Destiny is so much more fun than this game. So, I don't know. I'm thinking within a month, this game is going to be good, I think. Because they've already said I think they said March 19th, they're going to add more story to the game. So, like, more content for you to play.
See,
which is
do
really
you think
cool.
it's just more? Do you think it's more of a situation when the OG original Destiny came out and there just wasn't a lot of content, but it was still
reminds me of that.
good?
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of that. Where like some people kind of fell off of it after a while, and then the really hardcore people kind of stayed. That's what this is. But the thing with this game is that there's one problem that is way worse than Destiny. People do not like the loot system in this game. People
What's the loot system? Yeah.
Well, like it's just really random drops at times. Like sometimes you'll be in the world and you'll get like a common item, and it's like, well, this is kind of lame, or like you don't like you get some stuff, but you don't really want to use that stuff. Or for example, like your loadout, your weapons, you can only change the loadout in like the main hub, the city, before you take off, right? You can change your pistol from you can change a shotgun to a sniper rifle or an assault rifle, whatever. You can carry 2 main weapons and a sidearm, I think. But like the 2 main weapons, if you choose the wrong ones, say you choose a sniper rifle and you end up going into a fucking cave where the sniper rifle's kind of useless, you're stuck with that sniper rifle till you finish that mission.
Yeah, you can't change your loadout mission,
No,
right?
you can't. You can't like drop the gun and pick up a new gun. You have to stick with that gun until you're done with. So that's kind of like, that's pretty fucking lame, I think. They should give you the option to switch it.
What about the option of maybe trading with your buddies? So before you go into a match, you say, let's all load up with different types of guns and we can trade up, or just some option.
Even the problem with that, Matt, is if you have the shotgun, Matt, and I have a sniper rifle, and it's like, okay, we're in a cave, Matt. Hey, Matt, give me your shotgun. You're going to be like, what do I get? Oh, my sniper rifle.
I can do it. I'm fine whatever you give me, but I'm talking about people like you that need a specific gun in order to do well.
Oh, see, you're being too nice right now. That's bullshit.
I don't agree with that, man. I think
you would be like, fuck you, Jesus. I want my shotgun.
That's true. I want to play this game.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Matt, you go ahead and stand back there at the door. We're going to go ahead and clear out this cave for you.
Like most of my high school party.
The only way I would see that working is if, like, let's say after the match, but before you go back to the hub, then I could see like a trade. Let's do some trading before.
It doesn't make logical sense in the game either. Like, if you find an enemy's gun, you should be able to pick it up.
Well, you do. You pick up some really cool guns sometimes. Sometimes it'll be like an ultra drop, and it's like, this item is blue, and it's like a rare item. It's like, oh, you found a rare item. This gun is But it's like, okay, I found a rare item, which is better than the gun I have right now, but I can't use it till like I finish this thing and go back to the hub.
You physically pick up a weapon in the battlefield, but it disappears in your hands and beams back to the hub.
It beams, like to your inventory.
Do you think maybe they did this so that you would actually just go ahead and go and finish the mission, especially if you're playing with, like, I don't know, let's say randoms or something?
Maybe.
They don't want you just sticking around in your menu?
I think that's a design flaw. I mean, I've heard also, too, like, there's a whole, like, rubber banding thing where if you in the demo I experienced this. Yeah.
You're tethered to your squad. So, like, let's say we're playing right now, we're playing together, and Eric goes up way ahead of us, and he's like triggers the next part of the mission where like the enemy starts shooting at him in the next area. And we're too far away, or we're like just over here fucking around with the little flying monsters or something. Like if he gets to a certain distance, it's like, hey, you guys are leaving the mission area. We're gonna put you back where Eric is at, and then the game fucking stops for us. A loading screen pops up, and it's like do fucking loads, and then we're next to Eric all of a sudden. And he's shooting things. And it's like, oh, well, it's kind of lame, you know, making like an super cool open world environment that I can't really run around in unless I'm in free mode.
Well, because what I read is not being able to change your loadout is they don't want people to slow down the pace of the mission, right? They don't want you to, your friends have to wait until you're done. But that's why I feel like it's a weird design flaw. Like if you can't make it work where people can change their weapons or go off on their own without rubber banding back, this feels like I'm going on missions. I just have to follow a straight line, and I can't stop at any time.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Eric, I know Eric said that he really liked this game. I know we're talking shit about it, but Eric, tell us why you liked it.
I mean, like you said, it's a beautiful looking game. I didn't run into any kind of problems where I couldn't load into a game, or I didn't run into the rubber banding or teammate, going ahead and we all load up. When I played with a bunch of random people, and they all kind of just stayed in one spot until everyone was done. And if you wanted to explore, go to the free to play mode, but then you're taking a risk because then you're gonna be going solo. You're gonna die, or it's gonna take you longer to defeat an enemy. Right. I mean, I didn't experience it with it. I think it was fun to play. It ran great for the amount of destruction here, and all this is happening all at once, and it's all running fine. There's no frame dropouts or anything. And I've only played maybe 5 hours of it.
Well, there you go. Yeah. I mean, it's good to hear stuff like that. I only hear negative stuff. Maybe it is a game that comes of its own in 5 months. I mean, I just don't feel like I want to wait for games to get good after I buy them.
Well, there was a thing with, I guess there was a way to get like the rare stuff, like where you could go do this thing, go back and then load that mission back up and keep getting rare items. And then BioWare locked that up in 6 hours.
I think they patched that pretty quick.
They patched it up. So they're listening. Yeah, they're listening to the problems and they're fixing them.
Well, that's not a problem. That's a good thing for the gamers right there.
It's an exploit, yeah.
The fucking exploits.
Good thing for people just jumping in.
And every MMO has those exploits, so that's not unique to Anthem. Destiny has had tons of those too, where people just like, hey, bro, see that guy over there? Yeah, he's doing that same thing over and over because he's getting a ton of coins or whatever for that.
I think it's just people are hating on it because it's cool to hate on it right now.
It's an EA game, and I feel like an EA game.
That's exactly
okay, listen, this is not what I think, Eric. What I think is that people have seen the name BioWare, and we have associated that name with Mass Effect, Dragon Age, KOTOR, these awesome epic RPGs, and then all of a sudden we get this game, which is not anything like those games. It's completely different, from what they've done before. And we're not expecting it. I think some people were just not expecting this type of game to be like this.
Mm-hmm. What happened to the excitement when this game was announced at E3? Everyone was losing their crap when this game was announced, and then a year later, nah.
Well, once I found out that the game was going to be like a Destiny game, where they told everybody it's like an MMO. This is not an RPG. This is an MMO. It's going to have story elements. Blah blah blah. I thought. It's not going to be it's going to be a Destiny.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is.
That's what I thought, that it would be like a Destiny. But I have a theory, guys. Watching people on social media and just seeing how they're kind of taking this Anthem and it released right around that same time as Crackdown and just, these games, they're crap, they're garbage. But I just think that people just think it needs to be better than the next game, you know?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why can't Anthem be more like Apex Legends, you know?
Yeah.
That good of a game, you know? It's like, all right, well, they're
It's
both
fair.
EA, so
You
just
gotta
so you
find
know.
pieces of a javelin, make a javelin, and go around killing people.
Why can't it be free? I'm like, yeah, it's not that kind of game, so.
I think every major game now people decide to hate it before it's released, hate it or love it. I think Anthem maybe is getting a little unfairly shat on. It seems to have gotten this weird stink on it like 6 months ago for some reason, and people just stuck with it. But from what I played and what I can tell, it just doesn't seem to have its own identity, or maybe not an identity that I really have fun with. Like when I love the hub world, I'm like, oh, this is kind of a cool story they got. Then I went out in the mission, like, I just feel like I'm flying around some mountains shooting generic enemies. And like, I'd rather be playing in a Mass Effect game. Like, I'd rather this be on the ground playing another Mass Effect game that they put their
Boots
energy
on the
into
ground.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Boots on the ground. But or even do that same thing, but make it a Mass Effect game. So I fly to my missions. It's a big world. I fly to the next place where my mission is. And you just keep on doing that, and you group up with people along the way. Just have a big open map where the story's taking place. It just feels such a departure from the Mass Effect games.
Yeah, it
So that
definitely
was
felt
my-
like generic enemies. I agree, especially playing the demo, the beta, the original beta, but I haven't played since then.
And see, like right now, that's fine for me. I'm enjoying that. But I'm sure I'll get tired of that because I got like that with Destiny too.
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
but I can see where the enjoyment comes. If you got a group of people that are having fun and you're all on the same page, then yeah, I can see it flowing and being some cool missions.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just you got to play with friends one of these games, or else you're not really.
It's like the guns sound great. They feel good too, and the powers that you get with your javelins are awesome as well.
yeah.
And it's a beautiful looking game. You get to fly around. The flying mechanics for the game isn't bad. It's good.
No, I didn't think so at all. I got used to it real quick.
Yeah, I think it's
I
wrong
just-
to call it a bad game. It's not
I
a
feel
bad
like-
game by any stretch.
They should have just made it a single player game and kind of done like, I don't know, something different. Like just maybe a little linear, but a little open, kind of like an Uncharted or name off some other linear.
Yeah, but
open-
EA is not known. Yeah, that's the thing, right?
true.
EA is not known for
Yeah.
making like a single player game. It comes out at $60. A month later, it's $24.
Yeah.
On CD keys or something. But
Yeah.
that's not their business model, right? It's all about multiplayer for them.
It's still super hard to make a game like for a game like this to work. People have to make it like their sole game that they get together with friends every night to play. And there's so many games like that right now. You launch a game like Anthem, you're asking people to take themselves away from the Apex Legends, the Destiny 2s, the biggest MMO. I don't think that's going to happen as much anymore. There's so many players in this space, and everyone wants to be the one game people keep coming back to every day.
To be honest, I'd be fine playing this game by myself
Yeah, cool.
because I don't want to worry about me being a higher level or low level with other people that I play with.
Well, you can do that with Destiny 2 unless you're doing like not a strike, but an actual like
Yeah, but then it's not as fun because this person is going freaking ham on everything, and I'm over here like pew, pew,
Blinking away
right?
and stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm in the background just picking up the loot that the guy just killed all
Yeah,
the
right.
bad guys with.
I'm gonna hide behind this big container and you can take them out.
Or like in the Division, like it was no fun because I can't play at a higher level because the enemies that are they're going to be matched at my level, and Gunny plays, he's at level 5, he's going to get totally destroyed. So like these types of games, I just prefer playing by myself or just playing with random people
I
because
thought they
it
fixed it in
matches
the
you with
Division
those.
though, where the
I don't
enemies
think-
now
I-
scale to your level.
When I found out that they did,
Yeah, a little month later. I think.
yeah, Gunny and I played, and it wasn't the case.
No,
Like,
not at all. We
I
just
had to
got
keep picking
destroyed,
them up.
and it was weird because they were 2 levels over us, right? And there was
Yeah.
just no way we could just progress past that train.
It's like Assassin's Creed.
I tried
dude.
it
You
4
fucking go
times.
into an area with a level enemy a little bit higher than you, you're gonna get wrecked. You can't
Yeah.
beat that guy.
I
no matter
never
how hard you
understood-
try.
Do you guys understand the Assassin's Creed Odyssey level scaling? I know they've changed it, but did you guys play Assassin's Creed
I
Odyssey?
did, yeah.
But I
get
feel like
better.
because each region would have like 2 numbers, and that was the range. I always
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that was the range.
Yeah.
But then I'd get to that range, and the numbers would go up. So I'm like, what was the point of those goddamn numbers?
Right.
Well, yeah.
I see your point. Yeah,
It's like the commercial where the old man's got the fishing pole with the dollar on it. Oh,
Yeah.
you got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, I'll grind so I can get to this area. And I get it. I'm like, how are people still above me? So what's the point of an RPG if you level up and you don't get stronger than the people you're trying to bet? Isn't that the point of RPGs, is to get to a point where you can get to the next level?
Yeah, to just fuck everybody up.
Yeah. You want to be OP at the end of an RPG.
Yeah.
You want to be able to walk into anything.
Like at the end of Skyrim, dude, I was just fucking walking out to dragons and punching them in the face.
Oh, Dragon's like 2 shots for me. I was just like, arrow.
You're fucking dead, dragon. Fuck you.
but I think you can do that, Matt, like in Odyssey or even like even like Origins, where you can kind of go back to that first area if you left like some of those side missions and didn't do them, and now you're really OP, right? Because this guy just killed this side mission.
I guess it's the
one shot at everyone.
Odyssey is pretty cool though. That game is really ambitious and it's so fucking long though, man. You could probably spend 300 hours on that game easy.
At least.
And it's not just filler too. I mean, I remember even just like I was playing this game for 2 months. Then I found this whole Fortnite thing they had going on. There was a whole mission where the whole island is a Fortnite game where you're playing against 100 other NPCs trying to be the last one to survive. Like, it's just stuff like I was kept on discovering. I love that game. There's so much content.
The game has so much things. And then they got the DLC coming out. Then they got on top of that Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. If you bought the DLC, like the Gold Edition, you get that game too. So like, fuck, no wonder they're not releasing an Assassin's Creed this year, man. They have so much content in this one game.
That ties back in our conversation though, because every time an Assassin's Creed game gets announced, there's an overriding sense of another Assassin's Creed game. Like, these things are a work of goddamn art. These they recreate entire historic cities and sculptures and places. There's so much love put in these games, and people are every time it's like it's just gonna be the same old jumping off a building. And these are the guys who buy Call of Duty every year, or football games.
Same
shit.
Like,
Call of Duty's different, bro.
Yeah, got a new guns,
bro.
There's a new skin. There's a new skin this time.
You got those new skins, bro. Those new emotes, bro.
I think it just all plays back, and I think everyone just bitches these days. Everyone gets to camps as soon as a game is announced. It's not on my system, so it sucks. It's not my genre, so it sucks.
This
is
Fortnite.
multiplayer.
This is
it
dumb.
Hey, guys,
it's not on my favorite launcher. It sucks.
Yeah, right.
I got a question for you. Just like Matt said, they're making these beautiful games, but I'm sure somewhere in the deep webs of their office, they're probably looking at what EA's done with, or Respawn's done with Apex Legends and the Fortnite money.
Listen.
They're probably thinking we need a standalone game that we can put on our own launcher only, right? Yeah, of course we're gonna put it on consoles. It's gonna be some sort of battle royale.
We just need one launcher.
Listen, Apex is like Apex is not something EA had a hand in. Like, they're the publisher, they're the people that own Respawn. But Vince Zampella and everyone has already said, like, look, we went to fucking EA and we told them, hey, we want to make this, and they told us, no, don't make it. They straight told us, don't make it. We already have Battlefield working on a battle royale. You keep working on Star Wars. So they had to, like, legit, they had to make it, like, kind of by themselves.
They released it like, you motherfucker!
And then they ended up releasing this game that EA had, like, really no say in. They found out ways to monetize it. They had the skins and shit. So, like, it was cool with EA at the end of the day. But then all of a sudden the game releases and it becomes a huge hit. But it's because really, like, Respawn just kind of did this thing on their own without much input from, like, the people at EA.
It's because EA didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah,
look at the properties that they mess with. Look at
Andromeda. Look at
it's not kind of the soul gets kind of taken out of it a little bit when EA gets his. I want all this year just games to drop. I don't want any announcements. I want announcements. No, but for real, like Apex Legends, I think is such a success because it was a surprise factor. So Tetris 99 as well. It was just like, hey, it's available now. Go try it. And it didn't have time for people to sour on it. It didn't have time to be talked over to death or the hype to build up. It's just maybe even a month out. Just be like, hey, we got this new game. It's coming out in a month. That's all you need, right?
Yeah.
Because I think one thing I read this article on, that game we were just talking about. Oh, on Anthem. And they said the pre-week demos probably kind of killed the hype a little bit because it gave people so much time to pick apart all the bugs and all the problems with it. And that's what people knew going into the launch. Yeah. So it's kind of backfiring now. I'd say just drop it and
just make it
dice
work.
fall where they may. Like
But then
Cyberpunk.
we kind of, I guess we do like that 10 days, I'll play for 10 days on EA Access, 10 days early. So, but I see what you're saying, how it could really backfire on them.
If you're not a good game, then you're going to pooch yourself, right? I mean,
Well,
that's
what-
what...
Yeah, what I don't like about EA though is that they release all these fucking games, right? And then all their games have like 3 different release dates, and they're constantly telling people like, no, the game is
Right.
not really out yet. The game is out on the 22nd. But it's like, look, man, the game is out on the 22nd for everyone, but like PC players who have EA Premiere or whatever,
Yeah.
they can play the game on the 15th and on the Premiere website, like on the launcher, it says full game access on the 15th. So the game is done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
1-day patch coming like a week and a half later, that's not cool in my opinion. Like if EA wants to release a day 1 patch, release it the day you put it on Premiere. Like be like, okay, boom, like
Yeah.
we know this is the day it's going to release for the PC people. Let's just throw out the patch that day and fix it and make it work. You know? What's up with all these like different release dates? Like a week later, the PC people get a patch. There's some PC gamers that have already beat the game and they like
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah.
And now EA listened to the feedback that they gave, and EA is going back to make changes for the things the PC gamers didn't like for the console gamers.
That's true.
So it's like,
But
I don't get it.
maybe the lesson is for consumers is these days, for especially for multiplayers, maybe give it 2 weeks to flush out before you dive in. Maybe, I don't know.
Don't
like,
tell
that's
me what to
reality.
do, Matt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
Tell you
dive
what to
right
do, Eric.
in.
Get a haircut.
I had one bad.
I don't know. I'm sure EA and other companies, they just get so much exposure. It doesn't matter to them,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It's like kind of like dropping the bug. Like, whatever. They probably still sold 1 million copies
Oh,
anyways.
too
What are we
easily.
They're
talking
going to let her hate it, right?
Yeah, they're making scads of money, so
Yeah.
who are we? You
And
shouldn't do this, EA.
speaking of like
dollars.
people hating on games because it takes so long to come out and people just start shooting on them from the day they get announced. I played some more Crackdown.
Yeah, I played some of that.
This is the opposite story, though. Crackdown.
Another crappy
Crackdown
game.
is not. It's not a crappy game. It actually, honestly, what it reminds me of, and I said it last week's show, and I'll say it again this week. Sunset Overdrive. It's like a game that's not everyone likes, reviewers hate, but like the average gamer that just wants to sit down and blow shit up, is gonna have fun.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's not
It
GTA.
looks great, too.
It's an open world non-GTA.
What's the format of the show, by the way? Are we? Can I talk about Crackdown 3, or
Yeah,
do
go
I have
ahead.
to like wait until?
No, talk about.
Are you going to
Crackdown.
pull out a guitar and talk
No, I'm not
over
gonna
me?
pull out
I
a
don't know.
guitar and start talking
Okay.
over you or playing
Play that
music.
Go get one.
No, I agree with you. And Sean Freeman was really hyping it up. You guys are hyping it up in our chat there.
Yeah.
I got Games Pass for it, and I was expecting kind of be an but I think Crackdown 3 shows you don't need to have like the greatest graphics of the day,
Yeah.
the best voice actor. You don't need to be a triple A $3 billion budget game. You can also just be a game that's fun, and that's what Crackdown 3 does for me. It's just a really well-polished, fun sandbox destruction game, and it does it well. It's not trying to be an Oscar award-winning or whatever game award-winning game. So I think game reviewers hated it because they thought it was going to be a revolution in the Crackdown franchise.
Yeah. Now, Matt, listening to Podcast Unlock this week, I think whoever it was gave it a 5.0 or something, and then they went into this 20-minute explanation about why it's why we give games 5s and how it's not the greatest and it's not the worst, it's not bad by any means, but I think overall, just from what I took away from that, and just seeing other reviews as well, is that you have your single player and you have your multiplayer, and I think that multiplayer really hurt it.
Yeah.
Because if they said, hey, look, this game's a 7.5, I would agree with that. I agree that the single player, what I played, is definitely a 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm still enjoying the single player quite a bit.
Me too. I mean, orbs, man. I love collecting orbs. I love
Yes.
jumping around. I love it. The weapons feel good. I feel like I'm a badass when I roll into.
Fuck,
and
yeah.
it's a game where like you walk 2 steps and there's always things
Boom,
to do.
boom, boom, boom. Someone starts shooting at you. All of a sudden, you're like, "Oh, what's up, motherfucker?" Boom!
just
Blow the building up or blow whatever
I've
up.
got it on my work computer here. I just like, okay, I'm going to take just a quick video game. That's never a quick video game. Like an hour video game break. And like, I always enjoy it. It's just a good stress reliever. It doesn't teach me anything. I'm not learning about history, but it's just letting me kill stuff.
You guys think these delays
came from the multiplayer and them not just perfecting it or making it good.
The
Like
the 7 year delay or whatever.
Bad. Like, do you think Microsoft told them like, look, we've delayed this too much. This needs to come out.
Oh, totally, dude. At this point, like,
but it's not running.
When they delayed it last year one more time, it was supposed to come out last fall, and they were like, no, it's coming out February or whatever. I was like, all right, that's it. Like, if it gets delayed one more time, like, that game is done. Like, it's canceled, dude. No one's gonna play it. So, like, I knew it was gonna come out this time. And I do think it was because of it wasn't because of the multiplayer, but more of because of the cloud tech that they were trying to boast about in the beginning.
It was totally overhyped.
That totally fucked them over.
Phil Spencer was like, you know what, we kind of...
This cloud tech is kind of not working for us. Yeah, like, we need to fix this.
Trying to overcomplicate things here. Let's dial it back.
Because you gotta think about that. The fucking cloud tech, like that whole, like, the cloud is gonna power this game and all the process is gonna be in the cloud. You can play this on a potato and it'll work. As long as it's connected to the internet. You know, like, that's truth.
No.
So, like, you know, that's what it was. It was the cloud tech, I think. It wasn't the multiplayer. The multiplayer, no one gives a shit about that, really.
No one's talking about the multiplayer, I don't think.
Well, they are. It's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. If they are, it's not good. I haven't tried it yet. I mean, I just got the single-player campaign. I don't think I'll even touch the multiplayer.
Same with me. I think just learning from what you guys have talked about and everybody else, it's like, don't waste your time. I'm like, great, I won't. I'll just continue on with the fun single-player game.
I think I haven't even played Crackdown 3 yet. I think it'll just be one of those games I play towards the end of the year because there's games I want to play before that, like Metro and Anthem, The Division 2, probably some other games. Days Gone.
Far Cry New Dawn? Huh? Anybody?
Not yet.
Really?
See, the problem with Far Cry, Matt, is I played the shit out of 5.
Yeah.
And when they showed me New Dawn, it was like, it looks like 5 a lot, but more like, it looks like 5 with colors and with girls as the main characters now.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think they've gone a long way. Dangerous girls, and they've gone a long way to kind of like get past that talking point. Because I haven't played it yet, so I'm talking out of my ass. But if it's the same as Far Cry 5, that's fine by me. I loved Far Cry 5. Give me an excuse to go out. Give me missions to do and explore that space. I'm fine with that. But that's my weak spot. I've got a huge weak spot for Far Cry and Assassin's Creed. They could be the exact same game every year, and I'll still buy them.
Yeah,
that's just
same
me.
here.
Yeah.
I just have too many games to play. It's just not on my scale yet.
But speaking of a good game, I played Metro.
Yeah.
Metro.
Artyom! Get over Artyom!
Artyom.
I listened to that today,
Do that.
man. I listened to that episode today.
Yeah. I was thinking about that
we
playing
must
Metro all
go
day
and
today.
find this. It's like, fuck, dude. Like, I hate the fucking... One thing I hate about the fucking game that, honestly, it pisses me off every time it fucking happens. Like, I get mad at the fucking people in the game. Is when, like, Anna is talking, her dad starts talking, the dude on the right starts talking, the little girl is like, Uncle Artyom! She's talking to me, and then, like... Then the other dude is talking outside, and I can hear him from the outside. And, like, the dialogue, like, it's all in subtitles, so it's all, like, just mashed, like, on top of each other. Like,
Looks like credits.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Like a Star Wars credits.
Joe, the audio in this game, the game's amazing, I think.
Yeah,
but the audio in this game is it's atrocious. It's a wreck. Like that. There's like this dude named Sam. I haven't even met this guy on my crew yet, but he keeps yelling in the back of my head every time I play. I just see in subtitles Sam saying this. I'm like, who is Sam? Because he keeps talking over my mission. And it'll be like, Artyom, we need you to go get that boat. And Sam's like, yeah, Artyom, go get the boat. I'll cover you. I'm like, who the fuck are you? You don't know where people are talking anymore.
Right? I had the same thing happen today. I kind of get to this area where there's railroad tracks and it's just a single car deal. Yeah. And he like jumps down from the ceiling. He says, hey, I shoot him like 4 times, but it's, it's like can't really, it's like, hey, I'm your friend. I'm just here to, and then he turns around and starts talking. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Because now the audio is like facing out and I have to like get right up on the back of his neck, like a perv, to hear him. But
One thing that also threw me off when I first started playing it was the footsteps. I kind of spoke about this on the last show too.
Footsteps.
Yeah,
footsteps. Yeah. Yeah, and then like it's like, dude, and I even did the thing where like I was looking down at my feet to make sure I wasn't moving like 1,000 feet per second. And like I would like take 2 steps and it was like 5 steps. I was like, what the fuck? This audio is way off, you know? So like that was fucking funny. I was laughing when that happened.
Maybe the thing is you're a mutant spider.
Maybe
like 5
maybe you
legs.
have like legs behind you that you don't.
You just don't know it yet. That's this
Look
DLC you gotta pay for.
That's the reveal at the end. You slip down and you got spider legs. You're a spider.
You're a spider. Get out! Get out of!
But
Damn!
But in the game, I already finished the first part, which is the snowy map. I did most of the things in that game. I didn't kill the fish.
You did it?
No, because there's a trap that you got to do on a certain mission at the end of the mission. And I saw the trap, and I saw the button. I didn't get a prompt to press anything. So like I was looking, I was like, this like room is for something.
Yeah.
And then like I googled, like I was looking at the achievement list later on, and it was like kill the big fish. And then I was like, I googled how do you kill the big fish, and it was like, oh, in this one mission you got to press this button, and the fish will come up, and you press another button, and it blows it up or something, it kills the fish in front of you. And it's like, well, okay, I didn't trigger the trap. Maybe I can go back to that area and trigger the trap. So I legit ran all the way from the train across the map in the middle of the night with all the mutants chasing me. Ran all the way across the map. Got to the room where the trap was at, and like the fish was gone. It's like, no, you can't trigger this trap anymore. Sorry. So I got to restart the game and get to that point again.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an unforgiving game. Like, it's, you know, in Ubisoft games, you're used to, like, here's a marker where you need to go next, pick up this, put it there, blah, blah, blah. Metro, I find, like, it's just like, okay, here's your objective, here's the X on the map where the objective has to happen, and it's up to you. And I've been lost a few times, but it's a kind of a cool feeling to be lost in the game now, because when you finally get that answer, like, I did this. Yeah. It didn't tell me where to go. I actually figured it out for myself. That's kind of rare these days for games.
Yep, it's a cool game, dude. And the visuals are stunning. I'm playing on the Xbox One X and 4K or whatever. It looks fucking incredible, dude. And so I did that mission. I did the second mission when you go to the Ark. And I don't know if you guys have got that far yet.
Yeah,
the bunker where you meet all the cannibals. That was fucking nuts.
I'm just at the end of the snow map, I think.
That is fucking cool. That whole level is like a Doom level. No, fucking rock music starts playing. You're like, I'm gonna fuck shut up, dude. I'm gonna fuck shut up. And you pull out your shotguns and
so bad.
So good.
Just drop Anthem, play Metro.
We only got 10-hour trial.
I love the Ark. That Ark level was the shit. And then I got to the desert, Matt. I'm at the desert part now.
Me too.
You too?
I mean, people complain it's not an open world, but it's open world enough for this game, I feel.
It's open world like Rise of the Tomb Raider was open world.
Yeah, which is, it's not like just miles
of section.
Yeah, but some open world games are open world, but there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
Metro is open world that everywhere you go, there's going to be something to explore and find out.
Or a monster's going to come out of the ground. Yeah. Fucking monster come out of the water or the ground and start chasing you, and you... Like, it's nothing scarier in the game than when you're walking and all you hear is... And you're like, oh shit, stop, turn off my flashlight. Okay, it's the middle of the night. Turn on my night vision. Okay, look around. Where's this fucker at? You know, you're trying to find him and you're crouching and you're like, okay, I got 20 bullets. Okay, how am I going to shoot these bullets? Maybe I'll use my BB gun instead. Like trying to figure out what are you going to use.
Put a suppressor on it so you can sneak up on it maybe.
Use the BB gun to, pump that thing up all the way just in case this fucker runs at you. It's just so cool, man. And there's been moments, like there was a moment in the game, in the snow map actually, where I was trying to get to the top of the crane. And I walk into this building, there's a monster, there's a mutant there. And he's like crouch eating something. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I pull out my shotgun, boom, blew him away. And next thing I have like, fucking like, I turn around, dude, and there was like 20 fucking mutants chasing me. Like, they were literally climbing like over the walls from the buildings that were coming down the side of the building. I was like, oh my God. And I started fucking running, dude. And these things were chasing me. There was like 50 of those motherfuckers chasing me. I was like on top of this building, and I was just shooting them off the edge. And I finally ran out of like bullets for all my guns. Cause I was just like boom, 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 shooting them off the edge as they were coming over. I was shooting their heads off. Yeah. And like it was intense. I was like, holy shit, that was an intense moment. Cause I'm freaking out. I'm running out of bullets. And then finally the dude drops the crane and he's like, come up here, I'll help you. And then I ran up there and I was like, holy shit, that was intense.
So you've got the game too then.
I've been playing it last couple days.
That was a cool.
Do you like, because in the snow level, there's consequences, right? Like sometimes it pays to go through stealth and knock people out instead of kill them. Because I found, I won't spoil it for you, but the final encounter in that level, it does matter if you've been killing everybody. Jesus gave me a little like, you don't know what you're talking about look.
Yeah, because I did just run into like where I got to this bunker and I rescued these people who give me a key and they're like, hey, use this key over at the sanctuary or whatever they call it. And I'm like, okay, I don't know where that is, but thank you for the key. But
I found that door. It's a pretty cool, like in that door you get night vision goggles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But so when I was playing Metro, there was a key sequence where someone's like, I know you didn't kill these guys, so I know that you're good for your word. So it keeps track of that stuff. It keeps track of your actions.
Actually, there's multiple different endings. At the end of the snow level, you're going to do something, and a guy, one of your teammates on your squad is going to die. If you killed people in that level, and only humans, it doesn't count for mutants. Mutants don't give a fuck, though. You can kill as many of those as you want. But humans, if you kill them, you're going to get a bad ending, and your buddy's going to die. But if you just knock him out and you, or like say you knock, because once every area you go to, you knock out half the people or kill half the people.
That
everyone surrenders. Everyone's like, fuck these, I surrender. I'm gonna put my gun down, and then like everyone gets on their knees and they're like, you can walk up to them and just punch him in the face or whatever, or shoot him in the head. Yeah. So like if you don't kill anyone and just knock everyone out, that dude will survive at the end of that level.
Yeah, and the leader will be more happy to help you.
Yeah, so there's more choices and like different endings.
So I think I had that situation today where I kept hearing the guy saying, I surrender, but I didn't know where he was. I didn't know that he was like up the third floor on this like cement pillar, because I kept looking around, and the audio, how
I surrender, I give up.
But then I think what happened was I gave it too much time, and he's like, fuck it, I don't surrender. Then he's like,
oh, fuck. Oh, shit. He changed his mind.
I was like, well, where the hell am I being shot from?
I don't surrender. No. He doesn't know where I am.
I had to go back and hide behind,
He realized you didn't know where the fuck he was at, and he's like, fuck you then.
Why am I surrendering to this idiot? No.
But then then I had to I eventually took him out, killed everybody in the...
Oh, shit. That game is so good, though. It's so cool sneaking up behind people, stabbing them in the neck and shit. The fucking game is intense. I'm murdering everyone. I don't care if I get a bad ending at the end of the game. I'm just murdering everyone.
I'm murdering the zombie creatures, but... like the humans.
You know why I'm murdering everyone? Because they're all pieces of shit. Everyone you run across, they're all thugs and bandits and...
Yeah, but they're just doing what they need to do to survive, man.
Okay, Matt. Is ordering, in order to survive, eat people?
Well, okay, if you read the diary, a lot of people didn't know they were eating people. Some people were just working there, and that just people would come into the bunker.
But if you kept reading the other diaries that you picked up in that level, the people realize that they're eating people.
But you know what? It's not like you can grow vegetables, Jesus, in the...
It doesn't matter, Gunny. You're going to eat people? You're telling me as the world is going to eat people?
The year is 2072. You and your family are in a bunker. Mm-hmm. Starving. Your kid's starving. Little Jesus, I'm so starving, Papa Jesus. Papa Jesus.
My kid's Italian.
Refugees come wandering in the bunker, and then they disappear, and then all of a sudden you got this great steak dinner in front of you, and you, Papa Jesus, I want steak dinner. You wouldn't eat that steak dinner?
I would eat.
You don't want a hot meal?
You don't want a hot meal?
Steak.
Maybe.
I don't know. It would be hard to do. It would be hard to do at first.
I could see, I could totally see everything these people are doing, justifiable in their heads. But, there was another mission, in the desert, there's that boat, Matt. You've been to the boat? Okay.
Don't ruin it.
Okay, those people, what's the point of that? What's the point of that?
Some people may be evil. I don't know.
They're evil. They're just fucking evil people, man.
I'm shitting with you, by the way. Those cannibals, I killed every one of them.
Oh, so did I. I murdered everyone. I'm murdering everyone. Like I said, I'm murdering everyone in this game. They're all assholes.
I don't know, the fish people I felt bad for. I just felt they were stupid. So I didn't kill those villagers.
I gotta say though, the game is one of the games that is one of the best games at immersion.
Yeah.
Metro, there is no HUD on the screen. You're just literally walking through. Everything's on your wrist. Your compass is on your wrist. You have to pull up your map to see where you're going. You have to keep an eye on your little timer on your watch. It'll beep at you when you need to switch out your filter, your mask. You got to wipe your mask. If your mask breaks, you got to put tape on it to fucking like not have it leak air. Like that's so immersive, dude. I love like how there's no HUD on the screen. It's just you walking through like a cave.
It is cool, and you guys are at this too. Like you add on to your train, so all of a sudden you got like a food place, and you can sit down and just have a drink with your guys. They're telling war stories. You can play guitar with your buddy.
Smoke a joint with one of them.
I did
smoke a joint with them. Yeah. What's that?
I got that guitar pretty much early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can play guitar with them. You guys started playing like a pretty cool song. Like, damn, RDM, you can play guitar, dude.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I thought he was just going to do some picking or Wonderwall or something like that. No, he was like full on to it.
I was like surprised he didn't start singing and shit out loud.
Yeah, I'm RTM.
I'm RTM.
It would have been funny.
I just think it's funny how like I know Michelle mentioned this on your podcast where she said it's kind of funny how like the dude is talking when you're loading in a game. Yeah. It's like, we have survived 50 days in the snow and now we're in the desert and we're looking for these people. We don't know what we're gonna find out here, but we're surviving. And then like also you get into the game and everyone's like, Artyom, we need you to do this. And he's like, Artyom, we know you don't talk much, but are you with me, Artyom? It's like, how would they know I'm with you? Like sometimes I just try to nod my head as the character, like move my thumbstick to nod my head, so like I just kind of like make it look like I'm like agreeing with them. Yeah. So I'm like, this makes no sense whatsoever. Like my character would have a voice.
They make fun of that though all the time in the game. Because they're always like, what about your wordless friend? Or like, you should be like this guy over here who isn't saying anything.
He don't talk much.
Yeah.
I am mute.
He doesn't talk. But then when he's reading like the general or something. It's fucking weird. Yeah.
I do think it's funny you've got a whole train of soldiers and it's always like, okay, we need to go infiltrate these 5 places.
You go.
Yes.
You go.
We're all Delta Force. We're all fucking Spetsnaz or whatever. We're all special forces. Yeah. You go, Artyom.
We just need to add more characters, but you know what? We're going to rest today. You go get food.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I thought it was,
I cannot go for you.
There's a few times though where like it's really cool. You think you're kind of. There's a few times, like that second level, where you think you're fucked, and all of a sudden, like, you see your badass, like, army dude buddies coming through and fucking everyone up. You're like, fuck yeah, they showed up, finally. You know, like, yes, they're going to save my ass. That's fucking cool. Like, that felt really good.
Anna's useless in that game. Your wife or whatever, Anna, every 10 minutes, she's like, I fell in a hole, RTM. I'm captured by cannibals, RTM.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I need to go rescue. I think I'm right at the point now where I've kind of checked off all the X's. I'm like, hey, only one more X. That's where Anna's got to be.
Well, that's just at the start, man. You got a journey ahead of you.
Oh, yeah.
So now you're going into the mutant bunker. That's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Dude, like, some of those bunkers are really creepy, man. There was one in that second desert map where I was freaked out. The lights go out. You got to use your flashlight.
Yeah.
There was a few jump scares there that I like legit like jumped because I was playing in the middle of the night. All my lights were off in my house. I'm playing on my TV, got my headphones on. I'm so immersed. You know, like I said, the game has no HUD. So like, all of a sudden, it's like the radio starts crackling, and there's like, we're losing contact, Artyom, and there's like the power might go out, and all of a sudden, like, boom, the power goes out. You're like, oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh fuck. You turn on the flashlight. You're just like walking down the hallway all slow. Okay, maybe I should switch to my shotgun. Then you pull out your shotgun and you're like, fuck, this is scary. You don't know where to go. Like, that's super cool, man.
It is.
Yeah. I think it's a great game. And I think it got a little caught up in that whole Epic Store exclusive thing.
On PC, yeah. I don't get the big deal over that, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, we won't get into that. But I think it overshadowed what is actually a really super good game. Yeah. Except for the first, like, hour where they're just racing through the plot. It's a bit messy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the train now. Moscow this and Moscow that, and okay, now here we are at the desert map. You know, I thought it was very fast, but
I couldn't understand the story. I was kind of like, first of all, because the audio, everyone's yelling at you at the same time.
Artyom!
I think it's a pretty decent game. I'm really enjoying it.
But like, I look forward to playing more of it, man. Like, what I like is how the minions are kind of different in each level. In the snowy map, you got like those ones that come out of the water. You got the basic, like, stalkers or whatever. They're, like, little, like, wolves or whatever. And you got the human mutants that look all weird. But then in the desert, the mutants come out of the fucking sand sometimes. So you'd be walking, like, do-do-do, minding my own business, and boom! Like, at least you know you're surrounded by, like, 4 different mutants, and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck? And they just came out of the sand. They just, like, jump out of the sand, and, like, it's nuts. So that shit's crazy.
Yeah, and I also like how, like, especially in that when you come out and there's like any part of the water, if you're not going to jump in a boat, there will be a sequence where, hey, there is like a crab monster.
Yeah.
Because I thought, okay, it's going to happen every time. And the other one is have you guys seen like this electrical storm?
Yeah, what is
like
that orb?
Yeah, so I thought, let me go up and see what it is. Zap, dead.
Fucking killed you?
But the audio
killed me
coming
right
out of
away.
it is like someone screaming, because I was trying to kill it for the longest time, then I just started avoiding it.
Yeah,
But
I tried to shoot it as well, and it didn't. I think maybe like, hey, don't come in this area. I don't know what they're for, but
it's at
sure
night
there's a reason
only.
for it.
Yeah, maybe we'll find out later what it's about, because I heard screaming coming from it. It sounded like a guy that was screaming, so... But it
And I
could just
thought
be
there
an
was like
audio
I've
glitch.
seen.
But
it
they
in
do
different
mention
areas
that. They
now,
do
but-
mention that in the story. Like when you're playing, like somebody mentions it to you. We're like, hey, at night you don't want to go out at night because the electric monster or whatever is out there.
Yeah. On the same token, like, have you ever been picked up by that big demon?
Dude, that thing pulled me out of my van on the desert map.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding, right? So, like, I did all the checkpoints that you got to do because they give you, like, 5 checkpoints to go do. So I did all of them. Like, okay, I got this last one up here, and I'm driving my little van up there, all ghetto-looking van. Like, you know, I'm driving. All of a sudden, I hear, "Caw!" And I'm like, what the fuck? And I look up, and like a fucking bird, it's daytime. He's, like, on his nest, and he's looking at me, and he's like, "Rah!" And I'm like, what the fuck is that thing doing? Is that flapping its wings at me? And then, like, the music, you know how, like, the music gets all, like it changes music when you're about to get into combat. And I'm like, there's no way that attack me in this van. There's no way. And the only thing is, all I see is that thing swoop down from his fucking nest, like, boom, it hits my van. And then he flew above my van. I look up to the right, and he's turning around, and he comes down on the top of the van, and he fucking pulls me out of the van and dropped me from, like, 50 feet in the air, dude, and killed me. Like, boom, just dropped me. I was like, holy shit.
I love it.
That shit
I
was
thought it was some
crazy.
sort of dragon or whatever. I had it fly over the top of me, but it hasn't picked me
That
up yet.
fucker will pick you up and take you away. dude.
It'll happen one day, man.
I haven't
Just be like,
shot at it yet. I don't want to mess with it.
Oh, you got to shoot it out of the sky, man. That thing will fucking chase you down, dude, and kill you. It'll pull you out of a
It's been
fucking
staying
car.
away from me so far, but I know it'll be closer. So
That thing will pull you out of a car. But yeah, awesome game though. Metro is an amazing game. People play it. Fucking play it, man. Because that story needs, like, people need to like experience that story. It's a good fucking story. It's like
It's an
awesome.
underrated series.
Yeah.
Metro 2033, Metro
dude,
Last Light.
yes. I have it on
Amazing game.
Audible.
Yeah. And you can get them so cheap right now too on Xbox when they're on the Game Pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're both in Game Pass.
But
Yeah,
you can get the remastered ones for $7.
yep.
Do it, man. They're such good games. They're really good. That immersion level, like
Yes,
you're saying.
that first
They're
one
all-
is amazing.
When
Yeah.
you like, I think it's so cool. Like I said, when like a monster jumps on your face and you're just tapping X really fast, it's like boom, 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 and like you see like RDM just punching the shit out of like this monster that's on top of you, holding onto your body, and he's just punching the shit out of it, like just like decking that thing in the jaw. Dude, then finally RDM pulls out a knife and stabs it in the neck, and you're like, holy shit, that was an intense fight. But like all of a sudden you realize like your mask is broken, and you're like, oh fuck, you got to put tape on it real quick. It's nuts.
You guys talked about the spiders
Oh fuck the spiders, dude.
that crawl
Yes.
on you. I saw like a little like 10-second video. Like this guy walked through a spider web and these spiders were crawling all over his face. I'm like, oh goodness.
It's cool.
They crawl up on your
You walk through
gun. They
spider
look
web.
at
Yeah.
you.
You know what's good about the game is not having a hub, but it'll let you like press LB or L1
Yeah.
to
Yeah, like
or whatever it is, left on the D-pad to
change your
get your
filter.
lighter.
Yeah, pull your lighter out. Yeah.
pull your lighter out, right?
Yeah,
and then when you
get
pull
the
your lighter out,
clipboard
then
with
you
the
just see
compass.
these creepy ass spiders on you. It's like, turn the
Wipe
lighter
your
on.
mask. You know, like if you start bleeding, you see your mask starts filling blood drops and shit. You like have to wipe them off.
Yes, I get
My-
that.
Make it.
My favorite thing about Metro is just being able to go in stealth on people.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
throw throwing knives at them. That's like my favorite thing to do is throw
Stealth is
throwing
really
knives.
cool in this game. Yeah, like there was one mission I was doing, and I had killed this guy, right? So I'm like going up to him to loot his gun, like to loot his body to get the stuff off of him because I love crafting shit. And like I'm just tapping X like real quick, picking up his stuff and picking up ammo, and then I guess somehow I shifted the camera just a tiny bit, and I pressed X on like this little bell that was right there. And apparently the bell was the alarm to sound that somebody was there. And like, ding, 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 ding. And everyone was like, who's over there? I see you, bitch. And it's like, oh, fuck. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, here they come. Like, I had like 20 dudes running after me all of a sudden because I rang the alarm. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I shouldn't have done that. But
And they do that with cans. And
it's
stuff.
fucking hilarious when, like,
For the cans for
all the
dessert.
characters are like,
Aluminum cans.
where are you, bitch? I go kill you.
Around here somewhere.
Yeah, and that's the cool part too, where
Yeah.
you can like go hide in a dark corner, and it's like
They'll
it's not
forget
like
about you.
a normal game where they just everybody knows where you're at now. They don't.
Yeah.
They, if you hide quick enough, they will just keep searching for you.
It's a little forgiving, which is fine because
Yeah.
otherwise it would be impossible.
Yeah.
Game. No.
Cool game,
There's
man.
one. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. There is one like because I do stealth in every game I'm in, and I think in this game you get used to shooting out the lights. But if you shoot the lantern, it creates an explosion. Know this.
Did not know
So
that.
Yeah. So in the last level, I was like, I'm just gonna be real stealth. I end up killing like 10 villagers with a lantern, and I had to reset. But there's like little things like that. You keep like the little gameplay mechanics you keep finding out throughout this game.
Interesting.
So, Eric, you got to get on this.
I know. I need
It's
the money
amazing,
first.
and the enemies, the way when you shoot them,
Yeah.
they fall over naturally.
Yeah,
It's not like
not
you just fall
ragdoll.
back. It's just like they're trying to get back up because you've only shot them once, but now you get
It
a
was-
second chance to shoot them again.
Yeah.
It's just
Totally.
I had a cool
super
mission, not a mission, but like a side quest type thing that I did the other day where I ran down this pier and I shot this sniper on top of this tower. Like I ran up the tower and I was up there looting his body. And then all of a sudden I hear like a car come screeching up. And I look outside and there's like 10 dudes jumping out of this van and they're like, where is that bitch? We're gonna get him. And it's like, oh, they gave me the perfect position to snipe these fuckers. And all of a sudden, they're just
Yeah.
like walking down the pier, they're kind of just aiming their guns, looking for me like in crates and shit. And I'm just like, kaboom! I just fucking shoot at them with my sniper rifle and blow one dude's head off. And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck! And like they're all just running and hiding and scattering. And it's just
Yeah.
cool. I just sat up there and picked them all off with like this fucking loud ass sniper rifle. I was like, this was fucking cool, man. Good game.
Yep.
Good fucking game. Besides that, what else have I played? More Apex. Still playing that. Fun game. Fun fucking game, guys.
I got to get into that.
And,
it's good.
That's it. That's it, really. My big thing this week was the PC.
Nice.
I still need to get myself situated with this whole thing. Figure it
Welcome
out.
to the master race.
I've downloaded Battlefield 5, Battlefield 4, Apex, Anthem, a bunch of strategy games, Civilization and shit. Downloaded that. I've been playing that a little bit.
So hold up. Are you going to start complaining if things are under 60 FPS
Oh,
and
totally,
make a whole
dude.
deal about that?
Totally,
Yeah.
dude. Always yell about it. Always complaining
So
about
annoying.
it.
I can't look at it. It looks like a still frame animation.
Yeah,
I
bro,
don't know.
totally. It looks
Not
like
that
a
I've been
still
looking
frame
at this
animation.
for 30 years of my life and it's never been that thing.
Gosh, he's gonna be the Michelle of the show. Oh my gosh.
Don't
Eric,
need Xbox
don't talk to
anymore.
me, you fucking console peasant. Don't you fucking... don't even look at me. But no, man, I'm enjoying it, and I think it's gonna bring me a lot of joy, a lot of fun, and I get to play games that are exclusive to the Steam, because that's one thing that I've noticed, that a lot of games release that are really cool, but sometimes they never just make it to consoles, and it's something that I wish I would want to, like, it's something that sounds cool, like I would want to play something like that, and it's like, I can't play it because it's only on PC, I want to be able to play those types of games, so, like, I'm glad that I now have a PC, an Xbox, PS4. I should probably get rid of the Xbox and get myself a Switch,
Yeah, I thought it would be a good spread, actually. That's what I have right now. I've got a Switch, PS4, and PC.
I think that's probably the best, because on PC you can play all the Xbox exclusives.
Yeah, I played Crackdown 3,
Yeah.
so I'm good. Do it up.
That might be just the way I go, or maybe that just next gen I probably won't get the next Xbox. I'll probably just stick with the PC and play
I
all
plan
their
on getting
exclusives
the new
on PC.
PlayStation. I don't plan on getting another Xbox.
Yeah, I'll probably get the next PlayStation because, of course, PlayStation, they're not really as like embracing, they're not embracing PC as much as Microsoft is, but of course Microsoft is going to embrace it because they own
PC.
yeah. So, it's like,
I just feel like I don't know where Microsoft can really go like in a big step with the new system. With PlayStation, I feel like they could go like the natural form. Basically,
Hold on. Sorry, Eric, but Jesus,
Should be.
you do have that 4K HDR thing going on with consoles where
you do.
You got to agree with our current PCs. We got expensive PCs, as some would say, but again, they don't have that, like, we're not paying another $1,000 for a monitor that has that true HD 4K, you know?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's the question.
Agree.
Is it going to matter to you, you know?
I honestly don't think that it's going to matter much. I think that, like, having 1440p is good. Like, 1080p, it's okay. 1440p is good. 4K is amazing. But, like even on consoles, man, there's some games that run in 4K, but they just don't run at 60 frames. You know, it's that frames, right? Like Matt said, I'm going to become that frame rate a second guy. It's those fucking frames, man. You know, like consoles can't hit that 60 frames a second. And it's just... And it's arguably... You cannot deny that 60 frames is smoother than 30. You just can't deny that.
I don't know what's going on when I play PS4 games. I go by audio only because the screen is going 30 frames. I can't tell.
You can't tell what's going on. Like there's some
really
games
hard.
that you play, you just like, what the fuck is this a slideshow? Is this PowerPoint?
Is this a PowerPoint presentation? Good Lord.
But I'm being honest. Like I played Anthem even on the demo. I played Anthem on my Xbox One X, right? And it was dipping down to like when I was playing the demo, it would dip down to like 25 frames, 22 frames a second. You could totally tell it was doing that because a lot of things were going on the screen. And then I went to my PS4, and on the PS4 Pro is a really cool setting where you can actually make the PS4 display native 1080p or whatever. So I switched it to 1080p, and what's really cool about the PS4 is like it's not going to upscale that. If you tell it do 1080p, it's only going to do 1080p. It's not going to like super sample it or nothing. So by doing that, by switching it to 1080p, on my 4K TV, I still got the HDR, so I still got the bright colors and shit, and the game ran like at 45 to 50 frames a second, and it felt fucking better. Like, it felt so much smoother. I'm like, it just feels better on the PS4 because it's running that much smoother, you know what I mean? It's just a few frames, and it's running smoother. It just feels good, you know? And that flying game, that the combat, the explosions, and everything feels good.
Yeah, fair enough.
The problem on the Xbox One X, if you turn it down to 1080p, the console always super samples. It never stops that. Like, it's always going to try to display 4K. So, like, that's why when you hook up an Xbox One X to a 1080p TV, it's still going to look better than a regular 1080p TV because it's super sampling your 4K signal at 1080p signal. It's like making some weird fucking program thing where, like, it's showing 4K but in 1080p.
Gotcha. I don't know. I always feel like I'm doing this weirdly, but my TV comes with like not motion setting where you can make it look like soap opera. I turn that on when I'm playing games, and I feel like I'm getting like a 60 frame per second experience. I know it's probably like the ghetto 60 frame per second experience, but it's noticeably better when I put that option on. And that's my TV, not my PS4.
Right.
I don't know what's going on, but it seems to work. Yeah.
Motion flow smooth.
And no one can deny that. Like, not even you, Eric. You can't deny that 60 frames is better than 30.
I deny that. 30 is better than 60.
30 is better. Original.
30 is the best frame rates.
Yeah, of course, when we look at all the AAA titles and we compare across all
I like
consoles
60.
PC.
I like 60.
Yeah, everyone likes 60, but it's not a game changer. It's not as big of a game changer, I feel like.
It's not gonna like bug me. It's not gonna turn me away from the game.
Bugs
like
me.
It
bugs me in multiplayer games. It bugs me in games that are fast-moving games, like a Call of Duty game. If that shit's in 30, dude, like, play Battlefield 3 on the 360 and go play a Call of Duty on the 360. If you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and you play Battlefield 3, Battlefield 3 is going to feel way slower to you, not just because it's Battlefield, but because that fucking frame rate is at 30 and Call of Duty's is 60.
Okay. So maybe multiplayer games, I can understand that.
Yeah.
And then I say take it a step further here, and now you're playing on a 1440p and 144 hertz and these refresh rates, and it's just a much better experience. Would you all agree? In a shooter like Call of Duty.
No,
yeah, I think where I disagree is like just different games. So multiplayer, I'll give you that. Yeah, it would be good for that. But for an Assassin's Creed or a Last of Us, I don't need a 60 frame per second. It's still going to be an amazing experience. But I understand action times and for the action that's happening on the screen, multiplayer, you need that 60 frame per second. Or it's
right.
better.
So I was telling Jesus because now we have that choice, right? I've got my X. I've been playing Resident Evil 2 on my 4K. TV, and it's like, well, I'm not going to get that on Steam. I have it on my Xbox. It looks phenomenal. It looks great, and the colors are popping, and it's got the HDR going. But to play PUBG and Apex Legends, I want that higher refresh rate on my PC, and that's where I'm going to be with the mouse and keyboard, and
Fair enough.
everything is crisp, and yeah.
One thing also that PC has a major advantage of over consoles is pricing in games. Like, dude, you can get so many games for so cheap on PC.
Oh, totally.
True.
Like
They
Humble
go down
Bundle,
fast.
pay us $2, you get 20 games. Fuck
Humble
it,
Bundle's
man.
a steal, man. It's
That's like a
ridiculous.
robbery.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I laughed, Jesus, when he said, "Oh, I won't have a lot on his computer."
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
and
I
not
have a lot
just
of
that.
games, but not so much installed. you
Not
know?
just
first
that,
Humble
the
Bundle.
Mayo was super cool with me. Like I said, he bought me PUBG, but not just that, he also game shared with me his Steam library.
Same
So, like,
with
there you
me,
go.
All of a sudden, I have like 500 games that I could fucking access and download. You know what I mean? Like, that is crazy to me, dude. Like, that's why it's awesome. It's
Does
awesome.
someone want a game share with me so I can play Metro?
No. Go buy it, you fucking hobo.
Yeah.
Don't be cheap, Eric.
No, honestly, Eric, I'm not gonna lie. You'll probably find Metro on sale next month.
Yes, it'll go down quick.
They'll come with Fallout 76.
Yeah, bundled together.
There's actually they got a little stream up now. Bethesda, they have their little
That's true.
screen up. They're gonna be announcing something.
Well-
New
I-
Vegas remastered. New
I
Vegas
saw it.
remastered.
I saw a joke.
What do
It
you
was
guys
like,
think?
Fallout 77, Fallout's Battle Royale.
Oh,
Do you
God.
think? But honestly, no. Do you think they like immediately last week like we need to get a Fallout game out ASAP?
No.
Use the engine, put in quests, do something.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think it's
there
gonna
is-
be a
there-
Fallout
there-
game.
They're adding more content to 76.
But
There's
it's
more
a Fallout
stuff coming.
timer though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Why would they put a Fallout timer if it's not gonna be a Fallout game?
I don't know. It
It's
could
like
be a
it's stuck.
remaster.
Maybe
but-
they'll add maybe they'll make another game like Fallout Shelter, but maybe with a different type of game like that.
They can't afford to get people psyched up about a Fallout game and disappoint them again. Like they need to come out swinging next time they
We need
release
a
something.
traditional Fallout 5 with a campaign, single player.
Remastered. What about a remastered collection? What do they say? Like, fuck, if it enhanced the visuals of Fallout 3,
Aren't they already enhanced though?
Fallout, New Vegas.
They're already enhanced, aren't they?
I take a New Vegas.
Enhance them again. They're double enhanced
Yeah.
now. We're double enhancing
double
them.
enhanced.
Fallout, the very first Fallout is being remastered.
All Matt Bradford voicing.
Yeah, Matt Bradford's going to make the character voices for everyone.
I'd buy that for $1.
Scripts, and I do it all. I think it could be a Fallout game. I love, even just as a side project, an isometric Fallout again, but with like today's graphics. So like you look like photorealistic isometric top-down Fallout game. The same thing, like turn-based squad.
Why not play Wasteland 2?
Well, that's
Yeah, and there's
Because it's not Fallout.
and there are a couple on Steam
Because it doesn't have the Fallout name.
Exactly.
Okay,
that are in
I'll give you
same
that
vein of,
one.
like,
Okay.
you know how it looks like an original Fallout.
But
It
Wasteland
really
2 is
turn-based
actually from
gamer.
the creators. Wasn't the people who made
Yeah.
Wasteland 2, weren't they like the people who made like the first Fallout or some shit?
Fallout was
Or
based
didn't they-
on Fallout was like inspired by Wasteland.
Yeah, it was, right? And then like, didn't they also work on like a Fallout game or some shit? Those people?
No.
Like help develop one of the Fallouts with New Vegas or some shit? Something like that.
I know what developer you're thinking
I'm
of.
fucking confused. I
Are they
don't know
coming?
what
Yeah,
I'm
they're
about.
coming out with another new game themselves. But
But I hear those
yeah,
Wasteland games
again,
are pretty
I hope it's
good.
just a-
They're like Fallout, but top down, like Matt said.
Yeah. All right.
No, just give us a Fallout 5. That's all we need.
No, I'm doing a new Fallout, dude.
Oh,
They
yeah,
need
don't do the
players to play
crafting
76. They need players to play 76.
No, they're
what
giving
I'm
up on that
saying,
game, dude.
listen.
I say they're giving up.
Okay,
And
no,
they even came
bullshit.
Did you? Well,
Bull fucking
Oh,
shit.
they came out
What
like,
they're
"How
doing?
we're
Okay,
gonna have hats in soccer
Nope.
time.
Did you
Yeah,
see?
well,
Did
I
you
know
see
what they're
they did
doing.
with the last patch.
It fixed the last patch.
They destroyed the game.
it's the last patch.
okay, now they're
And
gonna
they-
patch it to fix it. But listen, this is what they're gonna do.
Well, they did, and this other patch started banning players that
Well, good.
were like a higher level.
Maybe they needed to be banned.
Yeah,
Maybe
for
they
playing
were
their game
cheating.
because there were some people cheating.
Maybe they were
so
cheating.
they're like, well, if you're a high level, you're gonna get banned.
Good. Ban the cheaters. Good.
No. At this
Get outta
point,
here,
they're-
Jesus.
Matt, are you a cheater?
percentages of their gamer base every time they ban someone.
Yeah, they need the cheaters.
need to
Let
ban
the
the
cheaters
cheaters.
cheat because your player base is there, and you just banned probably
Good.
a
It's not
quarter of
cheating
your...
if
This
it's
is
part
like
of your game and it's not
one
a
of the
mod.
only
That's what-
games.
Right.
Ban the cheaters. We don't need them. Okay. This is what
Hashtag ban the cheaters.
honestly what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna say Fallout 76 is gonna come for free.
Good.
You know what?
Free
So
to
they
play.
already said. They said last month that just so you know, just putting a statement
not
out there.
be
Right now,
free.
this game is not going free to play.
Okay,
I don't even
well,
think
then
it's
fuck
set
that
up to be
idea
free
then.
to play. Yeah,
No, does that?
but it will be.
But I mean, what could they be doing? They already announced the next DLC coming for the game, which is whatever something pass like Sasquatch Pass or something.
Yeah, okay,
somewhere
but if you
like
look
a new
into that-
area, like a new mountain area that they're adding to the game, right? They're adding that. They showed the roadmap for 2019. What is this counter thing for? Is it just bullshit?
This calendar stuff they already had planned, so they got to get it out because they already put the work into it. But after that's gone out and there's like 200 people playing their game, I don't see Fallout 76 lasting a full year after that calendar.
What?
I think
No
all this
way,
stuff we're seeing
dude.
now is the stuff they already got ready to go.
Matt, they said Fallout 76 is a 10-year game.
They said that about Destiny as well.
You listen, Eric. You shut your
Touche.
mouth, okay?
It's not a Minecraft. Name 5 10-year games that are out there right now.
Halo.
World of Warcraft, Minecraft,
Halo.
Dota,
Crafts more
the Diablo,
Which one?
Battlefield.
10-year game?
3.
That's been a 10-year game. No.
It's all 10-year game. But what else? I don't know, man. I ask these hard questions for.
I'm just saying that's pretty ambitious for them to say.
This is fucking
10-year game.
Bethesda,
that's
Matt.
for. I mean, these are shareholders, right?
Yeah,
that's what that's
true.
for. Yeah.
That's true.
Mm.
It's all PR.
No, I was about to say, like, I'm glad they took a chance, but I'm not glad they took a chance. This isn't their wheelhouse. Fallout should not be a multiplayer game.
But listen,
Nope.
Matt.
Lone Wanderer. Don't vape and listen, Matt, me.
Listen, Matt. Listen, Matt. You fucking Canadians, man. Okay.
You're all the same.
You're
Where's
saying...
your gun?
Okay, you're
Please,
saying
son.
that Fallout 76 is
backed up.
not this game, right? You're saying that it's like an RPG single-player story, but you can argue the same thing about the Elder Scrolls. They made the Elder Scrolls Online, which works.
Yes.
Yeah, but at the beginning it didn't.
But it works now. What do you mean? I'm saying
it
in
wasn't
5
broken
years,
like
Fallout
76
76
was.
could be working.
Yeah, exactly what Gunny said. It wasn't broken like freaking 76, man.
I bought it. I bought into it, and then I'm like, I really
They got like
don't
3
like this, but
expansions
still,
for
they
Elder
got my money.
Scrolls now,
Dude,
like
this
so
is
many
coming from
players.
the guy who actually enjoyed 76. I didn't mind it.
Oh, so you're saying this shit now?
You got it for free.
It's no, I
Yeah,
had to buy
yeah.
it.
You got it as a
like
gift,
Jeff
Eric.
Bezos.
You got it as a fucking gift, okay?
I got it as a gift because I told a friend I would not pay for it, so he
This
gave me
game
money.
Of course you would like it
you.
then.
Your friend.
No,
listens to
I
the
actually
show.
don't mind it. It's fun to play with friends. I wouldn't play it by
I think he's
myself.
lying. Friend that bought him this game, he's lying. Give you
Anyway.
back.
Maybe it's one of those games, if you really like it, you really like it. We shouldn't hate on it. I don't know. I wish them well. No, I don't. I wish they would give this up and make a real Fallout game.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I'm with you.
This
on that.
is a real
Yeah,
Fallout
this
is
game,
not a-
Matt.
It's a real Fallout game, Matt. It has a name.
This is
This is
got
a misstep
Fallout
that's
in
I'm not
the
upset
name.
that
Fallout
they-
5 for another 3
I
years.
hope. I will be upset if I find out they're not making a traditional Fallout game. Like, well, I should say traditional.
Why would
Something in the same
why
lines
would
as
you
Three
be
of-
upset, dude? You just got Fallout 4 like 2 years ago.
Yeah, you're not gonna get another Fallout game, bro.
Fallout 4 was like 2 years ago. They haven't made a new fucking Elder Scrolls in how long now? Besides Elder Scrolls Online, it was like
That's
the
gonna be
last
next
proper
gen.
fucking Elder
Okay,
Scrolls
then-
game was
then
like
work
what?
on that.
2011. Skyrim came out in 2011. Like we need a sequel to that fucking game at this point. All right, we need a
What
fucking
happened to
sequel.
the dragons, man? It was a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to the fucking realm? What happened to all that? What happened to everything? Just tell
The
me.
gates, man. With my dragon bone armor. What's gonna happen there? I don't know.
What happened to the
That's a-
Dragonborn? I don't know what
That's
happened
a
to him.
Switch exclusive. You get to find
That's
out on
Switch.
the Switch, so you gotta
Yeah.
buy it on the Switch.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know what the fuck they're working on. No one knows really. We're all just
They're working
speculating.
on Elder Scrolls.
Well, it's got the Fallout symbol, so who knows?
They
Maybe
do.
you're right. It's a new bubble.
So E3 June, they're gonna be like Fallout 5, bro. It's there. Go buy it. That's what I think.
No.
That's a
Single
bold
player, I'll
move,
buy it.
Cotton.
Game one.
That's gonna piss every Fallout 76 player off.
Oh, they will rejoice.
Guys,
They will rejoice.
guys, we know you
can
just
only be
got
one.
we know you just got your canvas bags, but by the way, we're fucking quitting. We're stopping. We're not working on that game anymore. We got a new game.
Company.
Funny again.
My friend, the friend that bought me that game, he loves 76.
Okay.
And then he started playing New Vegas. He doesn't go back to 76.
Oh.
My point is, if Bethesda comes out like Fallout 5, no one's gonna care about 76. They're gonna rejoice that there's a Fallout 5.
But maybe therein lies the rub. They don't want to take attention away from their failed project just yet. So maybe that is.
You said it right there, just yet.
Yeah.
We're still holding in there, folks. I see it on the PC Gamer tweet. We put this article out there, and we're just all in, and it's going to be a better game. Here we are, 6 months later. Sucks.
We've heard your voices.
Yeah, I love that we've heard your voices. Well, that's it.
Show's over.
My name's Matt. You can find me at Animal Fly.
Anyways, that's all I've been playing this week. I mean, what have you guys been playing? Talk to me about games. Matt, have you played some more of that Chime Sharp?
What is this game?
I play.
I like the little jab there. That was funny.
God damn it. Because my PS4 is over there. I'll show you
I
all the
bet.
trophies I got in Chime Sharp.
Bullshit.
Because I was
Bro,
playing
Matt,
that.
you can just get on PlayStation right on your computer, man, and you can swap or show us the screen.
Yeah.
You can go right on your phone.
Yeah, show us your achievements, bro.
Download an app from that shitty Sony company on my phone. I am
Pixar didn't happen.
right after this podcast. I'm going to take pictures of my Chime Sharp trophies, and you can see that I was playing this for you. And you know why I didn't mention it on VGO? Because that was the dark year where I wasn't on VGO. That shall not be named.
Okay.
We'll still tell people you're
We'll
lying.
leave out the
I'm still
details.
full of bullshit, Matt.
Look, Chime Sharp is a great game. I don't want my
You know, I've never even heard of Chime Sharp until I heard it from
Chime
VGO.
Sharp. Get it right, Eric. Chime Sharp, and it is a hybrid of like Tetris and what was that? What was that like rhythm game with the blocks? Not
Roblox.
Roblox. I'm gonna mute this part of my screen.
Guitar Hero?
I don't know, but
I don't know.
Like Chime Sharp, and
Not
I'm going
really
to talk
blocks,
about
but
because you guys brought it up. It's you get these shapes, you got to make these bigger squares, you make them bigger. As you do so, the game adds layers to it. It's all these really cool songs. They're kind of EDM songs. It's a really good vibe. It's kind of like the Tetris VR vibe. It's really immersive, and it's a game I keep going back to, and I love it. But I understand how it kind of came out of the blue, since I didn't talk about it at all.
No, is that a PS4 exclusive or 3 or
I
whatever
don't know.
it was?
I just because there was a Chime, and Chime came out a while back, and I loved it. And then Chime Sharp came out, and I loved it. So I don't know. You probably on Steam or something. I'm probably the only person who actually plays it because I made it to like the top 10 on Chime, like on the leaderboards, but they weren't really moving. So I feel like everyone had abandoned it by the time I discovered it. It's a good game. Chime Sharp, Game of the Year 2017 for me.
Yeah, both are on Steam.
I can be your
Okay.
picture for the podcast.
$10 on Steam. Chime Sharp.
Sure,
Chime
pick it
Sharp.
up. Join the revolution.
Okay.
The developer's going to wake up tomorrow like, someone's playing my game? Guys, we got to go to this.
Turn the servers on.
Oh, shit.
Server's up.
All right. What games have you guys been playing besides all the ones I mentioned? I know some of you are still playing Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Is it good?
I'm
still?
all into this game. Man, I've made it down to the lab now.
I had to take a break from that game, man.
Why?
Oh, it's just I've been playing it too much, and
Is it like, did you beat it once already and you are going
yeah,
through it again?
because so I beat it with Leon, and I was excited to play Claire's story, and then I'm playing as Claire's story, and it's hard for me to get through it after beating it.
Is it like the same thing?
It's not. There's some differences, but most of the game
It's the same.
is similar. I mean,
That's kinda lame.
I'm going through it a lot faster. Like where I'm at in Claire's story compared to where I was in Leon's, I was at like 10 hours. Where in her story, I'm at 3 hours.
Oh wow! So you're like just speed through it then, because you already know what to do.
I can see that happening because now, do you know, like when you go through a door, you already know what's on the other side of that door? Is it?
No.
Yeah,
It's
you know
the same areas. Okay.
Wasn't Claire? Claire's a different path though. I mean, it is the same police station. I'll give you that. But the location of the items is different. You're taking a different route through that, and there's also a whole other side area, the orphanage that you go to.
Yeah, I'm at that part right now.
Yeah,
I'm playing as the little girl, and I'll tell you what, I do not like that part. I didn't like Ada's part either.
Creepy. Yeah, I didn't like Ada's part either. It's a great game. It has that element of I want to try this faster now. Like I know the route. I want to try it faster and faster,
Right.
and see if I can beat.
I think the fastest playthrough was like an hour
Oh my god!
I'd love to see that video.
on hardcore.
Sense.
On hardcore? Oh
Yeah,
my
like
goodness!
this dude was going crazy.
You
But
just fucking run through there. Just
Yeah.
run and shoot one in the head and run.
well, it's
Fucking
Go ahead,
crazy.
Gunny.
You talk about Ada's part. You're talking about where she's got that scanner and she does that
Oh
Batman
my
thing.
gosh, yes.
Yeah,
That's
so-
a freaking boring part.
That was boring up until Mr. X came, and then it got really
coming
intense.
for ya.
And I'm glad it was short because I'm like, oh crap, I know what I need to do, but I just need to find out where that thing is that I can scan and
Yeah.
get away from him because he did almost kill me as Ada. So yeah, amazing. Yeah, I'm down at the lab now, and it's just like everything's super quiet. And you're just going through, and you think you've got a handle on all the puzzles. The flamethrower, I just been using that against some of those,
Yeah. That's what you need
like
to
the
use.
tree
It's a little
creatures.
OP. Yeah, but it's good.
Yeah, but that fuel goes down pretty fast. You think you've got like 200 liters of fuel or whatever it is, and yeah, it goes.
I
pretty
felt
quick.
like the lab was pretty quick mission for me. Like I went through it pretty fast. It's definitely a fun game. I love it's my game of the year contender for sure.
Oh yeah, same here. It's just
Yeah.
it's still man the jump scares and the
Oh my
You
gosh.
know
You'll
what
come
game I
back
want to
through-
get, guys? I want to get that Kingdom Hearts 3. I wish one of you guys was playing it so you could tell me if I would like it or not.
Ask Iams. He's been playing it.
Well, IAMS is weird because the
And
thing
he's
about
never-
IAMS...
He's never
And,
played the other
Vengeful
one.
Listen,
Jedi.
I haven't played the other ones either, but like I know IAMS is the type of dude who like likes to not hate on things. He's like this, oh, be a positive guy, be positive everything, and be happy.
Ask
Like, I don't-
Jedi of Light.
I don't want his bullshit like telling me that it's good because it's sometimes
Jedi-
it isn't
Did you
good.
hear that, Irons?
I think Jedi of Light has played it, and he would tell you truthfully.
Jedi
Play
Light,
it.
if you're
There's-
listening, tell me if this game is good or not. Is it a Jesus game or is it not a Jesus game? Because
what I've been hearing about it, it's good, but it sucks at the same time.
it's good, but it sucks.
I think the gameplay is good. I think it's just a lot of the cutscenes and a lot of that is
Maybe too many
bad.
cutscenes is from what I've heard.
yeah.
But I don't know if you're into a Kingdom Hearts game, maybe you would be into that dialogue, that Disney dialogue.
I don't know. Maybe it's not for me. I kind of want to the game to my kid, because me and my kid, we play games, but like, she's really into Minecraft and shit. And on her Switch, she's loving playing Super Smash Bros. She plays as Kirby.
I've been thinking about getting a Switch.
I have been too, man, but like there's
really
nothing.
bad.
There's nothing really there that's pulling me into getting the Switch. I've thought about
new
it though.
Zelda
I
game,
had
bro.
one already,
Remastered.
and I sold it. So like I don't know if I want one again.
That is the game that made me think, I might want a Switch. That Zelda
Switch?
Link's Awakening. Yeah.
Cool.
You know what I've been playing on the Switch? I know. I think Matt, you've been playing this too. Is that Tetris 99?
Yes, I have.
Tell me about Tetris
I don't know
99. This is
how
Battle
to
Royale,
target
right?
enemies.
It's the right. I know they don't teach you anything. They just kind of throw you into the mix. You have your right thumbstick. You flick it up, and you can attack either the people that are attacking you, the people that are nearly dead, random people, and the people who have badges, which you earn badges throughout the game by eliminating other. But it is kind of hard to keep track of, especially when it's the last stages and everything's so fast. You're not even thinking about that stuff.
Yeah,
I say just play your best game and don't worry too much about that.
that's
'cause
what I've
you're-
been doing.
yeah.
But then I noticed, right, so when somebody does attack me, I'm like, what is going on? Why is half my screen filled with just straight up all bricks? And
Yeah.
I get no, the Tetraminos are just not, lining up, and
It
like,
gets
now I see what's kind of going on, but it's quick.
It's quick. It's so much fun. It's so addictive. I mean,
yeah.
I played that game for 2 days straight. When I got Metro, I didn't even start Metro. I just logged into Tetris 99. That was I was doing all night long. It's a lot of fun.
It's so different. I feel like, when you did Tetris multiplayer, it was by side thing, right? Where you're just playing against one other person, but now it's 98 other people.
Yeah. And you can see all the other games going on at the same time. Like, you're a big screen in the middle, but you've got 99 other tiny screens playing their games, and you can see people attacking each other. It's a neat thing. Like, you feel like you're playing in an auditorium with 100 people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
real
cool.
neat.
I haven't even put it on the big screen. I just, grabbed the reading glasses and just playing straight from the Switch.
Oh, okay. How's the controls when you do that? Do you feel like...
They're not very good.
No.
I'm just using,
Yeah.
the actual, the whatever the Switch controllers are called. And yeah, I'm still trying to get the controls down because I don't have a pro controller.
I think you need a pro controller for this because I tried doing it free flow and you can't do it. And I put in my pro controller and it felt natural.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Did you ever play the PSVR Tetris? A Tetris Effect?
That game was kind of
Jesus
weird.
has. I don't have a PS4, so.
Oh, maybe that is a trip and a half. That is an amazing game. I loved it. It's just,
I played it during that free weekend they had a couple weeks ago, and that shit was wild. It was fucking nuts. Like, just the music is pretty cool because you're just all of a sudden you're playing, and the music is it's kind of slow at first. You're just playing. Oh, okay, I got the. And there's all of a sudden it's boom, the music kicks in really loud, and you're like, holy shit, I'm into this fucking thing right now. Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
You're just playing.
Or it's you're playing out in a field, a storm starts over top of you. It's such a neat atmosphere.
Yeah, the underwater part was pretty cool. The one in space was pretty cool. Yeah, they got different levels that are pretty neat, especially in VR. You're looking around, you're like, that's pretty cool.
And I heard if you reach level 50, there's a whole Game Boy level. I haven't done it.
Oh, sounds cool.
Yeah, it's an old monochromatic Tetris in VR, which should kind of be neat.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, any other games you guys want to talk about?
No, Henry brought up Tetris 99. How far have you ranked in it? What's the highest you got in Tetris 99?
Jeez, I think maybe 50, halfway.
Yeah.
And that was just playing my best game.
I think it depends on the time of day. I find if I play during the work day, my way, it's normal people. But at nighttime is when good people are back home from work or,
right.
I don't know,
See, you're getting all the people from the UK, right? In the daytime.
Yeah.
Nighttime, you're getting all the Americans are coming home,
Maybe.
Yeah.
The Japanese.
International war, yeah.
I got second place, third place. And but I don't think I'll ever get first place because even when I'm second place, I lose and I look at the other screen and that guy's got he's completely flat. He's got the whole head of him.
Oh, jeez.
There's so many good Tetris players in the world. It's very humbling.
It's is that a bot? Is that a bot? Not even. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
The cool thing is you gotta realize that a lot of people are probably playing this game that are super good Tetris players, but no one has because they can't travel to tournaments and shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
So they have to they get the chance to play against everyone in the world and show off their skills, because there's people that legit play these one game live to get really good at that one game, but they can't afford to travel or because they got family, they got expenses to worry about, so they can't travel to tournaments. But playing with this, it gives them a chance to play online and play against everyone in the world at the same time, which is pretty neat.
That's what I found funny with Twin Galaxies. Not funny. I don't want to discredit. I mean, these guys were great at their games. Billy Mitchell's great at Donkey Kong, whatever. But they're all Americans. We don't know the whole Donkey Kong scene in Irkutsk or something like that. We don't know. There could be people that are way better, but we've always focused on these American boys who've been playing video games, and we assume they're the best in the world.
Yeah, because they can travel to the tournaments.
Matt talking about Donkey Kong.
They're close,
Yeah.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Let's talk about the documentary.
Oh,
Yeah. I remember that day. I remember I was this is when I worked in a factory and I was washing parts and I remember just you going off on this guy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was
great.
I don't think I want to see that episode again. I've never been madder than that guy. What was his name again?
I don't remember. Didn't he get in trouble
it was
for cheating?
It's a dink. I don't know. But it was he was close to a famous name. It was like Michael Richard. No, that's Kramer. I have to figure it out again because he was such a tool. Yeah, I'm calling
the
you
other
out.
episode.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go back in the archives. Wait. Okay, so I've been playing Shadowrun Dragonfall, which I'm down 3. No mobile games. I haven't played any mobile games in a while. Is that died down? Because I haven't heard people talk about the next best mobile game in a while.
You just wait until Google's presser, man.
No, you wait.
You think
till,
so?
like these companies
like
release
you
all this
stream on
shit.
your-
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Those
an
are
interesting
huge
point.
I'm going
Like,
to
now you
stream
play
Anthem
Xbox
from
on
my
your phone?
iPad.
You guys want to go into the news then? We got news to talk about this.
I haven't talked about the games I played.
Hurry up, motherfucker.
What do you got?
Go.
Apex.
Oh my
That was it.
god! Wow.
Have you won a game on Apex yet?
No, dude,
You
suck at that game.
suck.
I'm terrible at it. Don't worry.
You
garbage.
suck.
We'll
I won
spawn
3
up one day.
games.
We'll be like the Bad News Bears because I'm terrible
That's
at it.
okay. I'm fine with that because then you'll just make it fun. So that's good.
I appreciate that. But this is my MO. I drop. Hopefully,
Yep.
I drop with my team, and then I just
How do you
look around.
not drop with your team? I mean, what do you do? You like separate from them?
And separates.
Well, no, because
Well,
there's that floating down, and then everyone kind of goes like this, and I
Well, no
always
one,
get lost. They're
no
always
one,
like going
no
to the
one's.
next objective.
You're not supposed to. You don't have to like take off and spread off.
You don't have to go rogue
Yeah.
No, but
unless you're playing
no,
with randos.
no. So you're going down as 3. You're like,
Yeah.
and then you get to the place, and then you'll kind of like have control at one point. We're floating down to your different areas. So I'm always just kicking indoors, trying to find weapons. I have no idea what any of these weapons do or any of these add-ons do. I'm just collecting stuff. And I find my team is already like miles away. They're like, screw this guy.
You've already ran to the next place.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, fine, on my own. And I always die immediately.
Yeah, you gotta stick
Man,
with your team, man.
I'll play with you, Matt.
Let's do it up. Bad News Bears.
Yeah. Gotta get Jonathan Hall in there too.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Sean
That
Jacobson.
kid, I'll tell you what, that kid freaking, he just, I told him, I was like, all right, Jonathan, you gotta stick with us. You gotta stay with us. He's like, okay, I will. And so we drop in.
You gotta
We're
realize
moving.
that Jonathan Hall is fucking high out of his mind every time he's playing the fucking game, dude. He's so
But
fucking
this is-
hot and
this is
drunk.
what we dropped into like this little, like, it's like a little village. It's got like a river flowing in the middle of it.
Yes.
And so we dropped into this place and
That's
we're
where I go.
looting. And then he's like 100 meters like south. I'm like, Jonathan, I told you. And then he's like, okay, hey guys, I'm over here. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh, I'm down, guys. What the heck, Jonathan?
Pinpoint.
Or like
Leroy
me
Jenkins.
and the other guy, we're like in a fight, and we have Jonathan, get back here. We're dead. He's like, I'm gonna come for you guys. No, we're dead.
Jonathan is a faithful listener to this
Just
show.
hold up, just
I have
hold
a
up.
message for you.
I
John.
love-
There's no Titans in this game. It's not
I
gonna drop.
love Jonathan to death because it was funny. Because run off and then be like, oh crap, guys, I'm getting shot at. Well, don't run off.
He's a funny dude, man. But like I said, he's high half the time playing with you. So like the only game I play with Jonathan is Kingdom 2 Crowns because we can both get drunk. I can get drunk. He can get drunk. He can get high. I could pass out or be blackout drunk, and then we'd do good. We do good.
Yeah.
We like end up beating the game almost.
I think
So
the
that says a
closest
lot about
we've
that
gotten is 6. We've got
Yeah, I won 3 matches in
that's just
Apex
us
so
running
far.
around looting.
Yeah, 6 out of what, like 12 squads though? Like how many squads?
20?
There's like 15. Is there
6
20?
20
squads.
squads.
Oh yeah, that's
20
right.
squads.
Left, so yeah,
That's pretty good. It's not bad.
I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah.
I suck. I'm horrible, dude. I am
Oh,
so
yeah.
sick.
If I'm in a tense situation, Apex Legends, like I'll have him in my crosshairs, but I'll always shoot over him. I'll always like over aim and I'll jump around and
Yeah.
it's a sorry sight.
Damn.
It just
So I
it
guess-
seems like every time I shoot at an enemy, like it takes so much for me to kill this person, but it doesn't take much for them to kill me.
I think
It
it's
depends
broken.
the armor they
I think
have.
it's
If they have purple armor on, you're going to take a lot of more hits to kill them. If they have purple helmets on, it takes a lot more hits to kill them. If you have a legendary sniper rifle, which is the gold sniper rifle, is a one-hit kill. If you hit him in the head, you're boom, dead. No matter
Yeah,
what.
if you last
could,
10 minutes into the
you
match,
could be
you already got to
wearing-
know that people have.
you could be
full
wearing purple
shields.
armor, and you could shoot someone in the head with that sniper rifle that's gold, and you're going to go down, even if you're wearing a purple helmet.
know
Even
what?
if it's health.
Get rid of armor and everything. Just have the guns there.
Nah.
Everyone just
Naked.
drops in.
Naked.
Armor
naked.
is the shit.
Naked
Yep.
heroes.
Yep, naked heroes. Let's
Naked
make
heroes.
this game.
I like it.
Naked
We're gonna
Battle
make it.
Royale.
Naked
The only
Heroes.
heroes.
cosmetics we'll have are tattoos.
What about one-hit battle royale?
Everyone's
Like
wearing
slappers, like GoldenEye slappers, one-hit battle royale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
No more battle royales. Fuck battle royale. Anyways,
I gotta ask, Jesus, before I get to news, you seem to be able to look at people when they're talking on my screen. How do you do that? Like, if Eric's talking, it looks like you're looking at his box, and if Henry's talking, you're looking up.
what do you
I'm
mean?
just saying.
How do I?
You just have one full screen on your face.
Maybe it's in my eyeball. I can't tell you guys.
I don't know, it's very skillful. I'm just saying.
It's
I mean,
NBA technology.
all right, cool.
Super top secret.
Snooze.
News time! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the news. Let's get into some news real quick this week. Google has announced, big news, Google announced they will be at GDC next month. March 19th, they're going to have a press conference streamed live around the world on YouTube. 19. So that's the day. It starts, I believe, somewhere. It's either 9 a.m. Pacific or 10 a.m. Pacific or 8 a.m. Pacific, sometime in the morning. Big conference, they say. The reason that this is a big deal, people, is that this is the game developers conference. So this is freaking DICE and fucking EA and fucking Activision and these fucking developers go there and they talk about fucking games and DX12 and the more RAM we use, the more RAM we use, we can get the show to do this and this RAM we need to do this.
Yeah.
That's what they do pretty much. It's kind of boring if you ever watch it. But it's kind of cool to see Google there because they really haven't been there before, and it'll be cool to see them because they're going to unveil something, and no one knows really what it is. Some people will be either Project Stream, which they have tested already, which I was in the alpha or the beta or whatever the fuck it's called, and I can see that Assassin's Creed Odyssey ran flawlessly, dude. Like, I just go to the website on this fucking little laptop, dude. Plug in my controller, go to the website. It's like, hey, Jesus Walks Out, log into your Uplay, log into my Uplay. Hey, Jesus, we have your game file. Here's your save. You want to continue the story. Boom. Loads up. Works, dude. It just fucking works.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah. So, like, it works flawlessly. So, I'm excited to see what they do, like, what they announce with this. If they say, like, hey, we finally got a release for Project Stream. These are the games that are going to be on it day one. Or if they're going to do some kind of subscription, maybe it's free for everyone. Maybe there's some kind of subscription for it. Maybe there's like, hey, you got to pay us $15 a month to access 20 games on this streaming platform, because you can stream to anything. You can stream to your phone, to your laptop, to a TV if your TV.
That's amazing. That's a game changer if that's the truth. You wouldn't need consoles anymore.
And I think that's when they'd also announced their Battle Royale game, free to play, right here on the
Google Royale.
I was predicting Cyber. Like, it'd be a bomb if they had it.
Dude, if they release Cyberpunk with the stream, holy shit.
Oh, man. Steam users are going to just revolt.
It doesn't matter.
Would there be a double standard?
It doesn't fucking matter.
Would you get the same, like, oh, you can't have exclusive PC games?
Who cares? Like, I think it'll be cool to be able to, like, dude, you can use a shitty laptop and be at fucking Starbucks playing Cyberpunk over the fucking internet and just be fine.
Yeah, games anywhere. But
fucking nuts to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, they say, like, that's the rumor right now that they might announce, like, when the release date for that is and how much the pricing is going to be. So we'll see. Because some people are saying that Google's not into hardware. They don't want to create a hardware. They don't want to create a console. But they did hire somebody to create a console for them. Like, they did hire a hardware designer for their gaming services. And that was a couple years ago. It could be that this hardware designer guy was there working for them, and he was designing maybe... I think he used to work for Xbox, so he probably worked on, like, the Xbox One and 360 and shit. And they hired him to work for Google. But I'm thinking if he designed a box for this, it's probably like a streaming box. Like, you just plug into your TV or something, you know what I mean? So you're able to play on your
extra power
TV.
just to...
Yeah, just to play on your TV. Like, that way you don't have to, like... You don't have to have a browser on your TV. You just plug in this little box to the TV, and you're fine. But like I said, the game, it worked good. And it was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for like crying out loud. That game fucking... You know, like, that game is good. It's not like a little shitty game. It wasn't like a fucking paper fucking game or whatever. In paper cuts or something stupid. Like, it was a fucking... It was a real game. Just all I'm saying. In other news, Nintendo has announced that Reggie is going
Rip. Wait, and replaced by
some guy named something Bowser, right? I think, like, I wonder if that got into this position. We need you to legally change your name.
I think it's amazing. I feel like his name has helped his run.
It says he's a sales vice president. His name
Dougie
Bowser.
Vice president of sales got promoted over
to whatever this guy is. What is Reggie? Is he like the marketing
president of the U.S. or whatever?
He's more like a Phil. He's more like not a Phil Spencer. He's more like a
talking head. Like he's like the mascot.
He's like Major Nelson, right? Like a talking guy, right? Like
that's my job. I should be that. I want to be like the guy for a
the
console.
guy the talking guy. You want to be? You should sign up for
like
Microsoft.
a face of something like that. Or...
Yeah.
Sony needs face, right? Because like Xbox has Major Nelson. Nintendo has Reggie. What does Sony have?
They have that during their E3 presentation when they went to the podcast kind of thing. That main guy that was talking is their PlayStation guy.
Jack something? I don't know.
I don't know his name.
That douchebag guy that looks like a CEO.
Yeah.
That guy's too much. He's too much of a douchebag to like. We can't like him. If Matt was up there, we would like Matt.
Do it up. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
We'll get you in there as PR. Somewhere.
No, because I'm already screwed. If I were ever in a position like that, people would look back on BGO episodes and be
you
like...
fucking said this about Nintendo and this about Xbox and this about PC. You don't even have a PS4 Pro.
All the episodes in BGO history because I'm running for office. That ain't going to happen. I'm screwed. My political career is over.
Your political career is fucked. So is mine. Don't worry. They look back on this podcast and be like, no fucking way we're going for you, dude.
You're not allowed in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't even allowed in Canada. We'd be a politician for us. Fuck. In other news, if you're interested in a video game scholarship, now is the best time ever in the history of the United States to get yourself a video game scholarship. Matter of fact, the New York Institute of Technology is going to announce a brand new scholarship this year. They also have built their very own state-of-the-art esports arena inside their library. And so now you can actually apply for one of their scholarships. They're going to need 50 participants. You're going to be in games. There's only 6 games. You need to be a master at these games. So here's the list, people. Overwatch. League of Legends.
Chime Sharp.
StarCraft 2. Hearthstone. Rainbow Six Siege. And Smash Brothers. So you got to be a master at these games.
I feel like they missed the boat with Apex Legends. I feel like they set this program up and like, oh shit.
They fucked up. Like, oh shit, guys. Apparently, the arena, which now has 14 maxed out computers with GTX 1080 Ti graphics cards, 500 gigabytes of storage, and 32 gigabytes of RAM, with 240 hertz monitors that measure 24 inches. So these pretty much... That's what they're going to be playing on. So if you're interested in signing up for this scholarship at the New York Institute of Technology, go ahead and sign up.
It feels like a scam or like a murder party. It's kind of like, we're going to give you money to come to our video games. And
like,
you're not
the
going to
requirements,
ever again. Yeah.
Well, like there's other universities that I've seen around the country, like, what was it, the University of Mississippi or something, that they started doing the same shit too, where like, we're going to enter. The thing is, they get students... and scholarships to go to the college and study for free because you're getting paid by the scholarship. But I believe the tournament money you win, so like I say, you go and win a tournament.
Oh, it goes back to them?
It goes back to the school.
Right? Just like in sports.
You can't get paid, so you're just going back to the schools. So like, it's kind of weird how they go around that.
This doesn't stop anyone from going to Las Vegas or Reno, in my area, to bet on these things. And this creates a lot of revenue, you know? So... I think I can see why they're going.
We're going to need you to throw that match of Chime Sharp the next round to get us a win.
Yeah.
I'm never going to... No, man. Integrity. Integrity is key in Chime Sharp.
You look a little old for college, Matt. You know, but...
Matt.
No.
College campuses playing esports.
Hey, my fellow kids.
Hey, bro.
Everything is lit, bros.
Where's the latest marijuana party at?
That's what the kids are saying these days, right?
Let's get some Ariana Grande in this house.
in this business.
This business. Or 2 Chains.
Y'all play that
Two Chains.
Fortnite?
6ix9ine. How about that 6ix9ine ratting on his homies?
6ix9ine. Oh shit! In other news, China has now said that they will stop accepting new applications to monetize new video games as it's got this large backlog from a 9-month pause of last year. So last year they paused receiving new applications for new video games to be released into the country. Late last year, I think it was December, November, which I think we talked about it, they kind of reopened the process again to start sending applications. The problem was they already had a backlog from those 9 months that people were submitting applications, but they weren't really processing them. So they started processing them in December, and apparently this month they realized, like, fuck, we have way too many applications. We can't get to all. And so, yeah. So as of right now, they say they have about 7,000 applications for video games being like published in China, like released in China. They want to process about 3,000 this year. So they're still going to be backlogged the 7,000 that they already have. So that's why they're not accepting any new applications. So if you plan to release a game in China, you're kind of fucked. Good luck, people. That's pretty much the news.
So you're just going to drive all Chinese gamers to the dark web, to ROM sites and...
Yeah.
Well, Matt,
sites.
I don't know if you talked about this on VGO or not, but Tencent, one of the biggest publishers right there in China, they actually are partnering with Chinese government to help them track people's playing habits.
Oh.
And what they're doing is they're actually using facial recognition on your consoles and stuff. So like you have to log in with your face to like be able to play.
Yeah.
And like they say, like, Matt, since you're an adult, you can play as much as you want, but a kid that's over 12 years old can only play up to 2 hours a day, and any kid below that can only play up to an hour a day. And like it locks them out, but they have to log in with facial recognition. And then also what kind of games you're playing. And if the game is not rated for your age, you can't play it.
Sounds like some Frostpunk type shit in terms of rules.
It is. The facial recognition, they legit like are making you scan your fucking face into your phone to be able to play an app on your phone. And it's all run by, and like they have a big database in China with the Chinese government. And it's fucking crazy. I think it's nuts.
It took a lot of hoops for even Xbox to jump through just to get into the country.
But like even then, like can't release games there.
No, and it's
so who the fuck is buying Xboxes?
Quiet about it too.
Because like you never hear like Sony or Nintendo or Xbox talk about China because
Sony
not
got
a huge
rejected,
market
I
for
think.
them. Yeah, it's not a huge market. Yeah, Sony got rejected because they're a Japanese. I think Nintendo did too, but like they never talk about it because like it's such a market that's so locked down, it's so regulated. It's
Communist,
nuts. Yeah, it is communist. The People's Republic, Gunny. Leave them alone.
Oh yes,
People's Republic.
How dare you? Come on.
In other news, guys, I got a headline here that reads as follows: Philippine boy so addicted to video games that he went for 48-hour periods.
Oh.
Is he on keto?
It says here, a mother has been filmed hand-feeding her 13-year-old son as he refuses to lift his fingers from his keyboard during a 48-hour marathon gaming session at a Philippine internet cafe.
Pick up the computer, throw it out the window.
Okay, listen, you can't, Matt. He's inside an internet cafe.
Is he?
Pick up the internet cafe, light it on fire.
Like,
it says here, the Daily Mail reports that the boy's eyes do not shift from the screen and as his mother places the food into his mouth, urging him by saying, "My poor child, here, eat now." Instead, the boy becomes visibly agitated, worried that his mother could disrupt his gaming. His mother, Lilybeth Marble, who's age 37, can be seen earlier in the video bringing a breakfast plate from her home to the internet cafe in the Philippine town of Nueva Ecija, about 180 miles northeast of Manila. The woman appears to encourage her son to come home as she unsuccessfully attempts to put nourishment to his mouth, and according to the Daily Mail, Marvel is worried that he won't eat at all if they bring him food during his marathon sessions of playing his favorite video game, Rules of Survival. How bad has it gotten for the family? According to the Daily Mail, the parents have withdrawn the teenager from school due to his addiction to computer games.
What?
So, yeah.
Definitely, it's a disturbing sight, and definitely needs something
Parents
like
just
Matt
need to
said.
be
What would you do if you're faced with this?
He looks like okay, have you guys ever seen
Treat it like an addiction, and like there's gotta be avenues you take. Like
in
this
this
is a straight up
article,
addiction.
like, have you guys ever seen the meme of little Mayo, like the little alien, little Mayo, the little alien that makes videos and it's funny videos or whatever, and he looks like little Mayo, the alien. That's what he looks like. He's wearing like
he's got the E
he
style.
got like an ET. He looks like a fucking alien.
Okay. I'm looking into your. All right.
Look at Philippine boy, Mother of the Year award goes to. That's the headline. Yeah. Oh man. That he looks like an alien in that picture.
You know, it even makes you. Is she enabling him by bringing this?
Oh, she
food to him,
totally
or
is. She totally is.
I mean, she's being a mother, but what if she didn't feed him? Because well, you get hungry, you got to eat. Or what if maybe he's had issues in the past where he was close to the brink of death? Or
remember, like in 2015 or 2014, we covered a story about a guy in Japan who fell over in the internet cafe and died because he got a blood clot. He was playing a game.
Yeah, there's been a few.
For so fucking long
get that same thing.
that he got a blood clot and it went to his heart or his brain or whatever, fucking killed him.
Well, he does look like E.T.
And I know we've got listeners here who would agree. You gotta, it's very. You just got to get up and move around, and
there's controls. You're still a parent. Like, look, we don't know the situation. I don't want to think that they're not parenting, but if we're in that position, it would be like, no, you're not going to the internet cafe. We're getting you help of some sort. I don't know. I'm not paying for this. There has to be a price this kid has to pay to play this game.
Be there all day long.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the game is probably free to play. It sounds like a free to play game. It's one of those. It's a battle royale, right? It's one of those battle royale games, right? That's what.
Yeah.
I remember this game being talked about a lot. So yeah, it was a battle royale game, and he's addicted to it. At least it isn't Fortnite.
At least it's important.
Right. Sick of hearing that game.
Let's go here to more news. More news. What's here? Apex. We got Apex Legends news. See what this goes here. See. This article is still loading. God, this takes forever.
Yay.
Right. Pretty much.
It's top player count.
It's crazy.
Apex is now valued at $5 billion.
$5 billion, Jesus.
Fortnite is valued at $10 billion to $12 billion. Apex is $5 to $6 billion. That is fucking nuts, dude.
Respawn is like being gold, caviar, and nuts.
It says EA stock, right? It went from $78 to about $105 in like about a day.
That's mad money, Jim Cramer says.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. That's just fucking crazy, dude. Over one game, right? Like one game does all that. In other news, let's move to more news here. What the fuck do we got in news, man? Holy shit. I'm skipping some articles here. Sorry, news machine. I gotta get through the news, man. Matt is on a timer, and we're paying him. It's like $3,000 already.
Well, it's my appearance fee time.
All right, I got enough money. You're gonna get paid.
Oh man, this article right here, fucking.
No, you know what? I've just got a date night to watch Umbrella Academy with my wife. I'm trying to get her on that show. It's a good show. Have you seen that on Netflix? Umbrella Academy?
No.
I saw the trailer.
No.
It made me think of a emo X-Men.
No, it's quirky. It's like Wes Anderson type X-Men. Really good. I really like it.
You know, it was written by the lead vocalist of My Chemical Romance.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was
a young man, father. Sorry.
So in other news, ultra rare. Less than 1%. It says here to get one after 500 loot boxes. So like they have like the rating, like percentages of how are you going to get? So you get one after 500 loot boxes, and this guy ended up paying 500 boxes in the hopes of getting one. And now that he has it, he says it's not worth it.
Okay. For spending that money for us, so we know not to spend the 500.
He is a 24-year-old who says he's been gaming all his life. He's not a stranger to microtransactions. And, he really wanted this heirloom, so he figured, look, I could, spend money on these loot boxes and, maybe I'll get it right away. Maybe. So he said he probably thought he was going to spend less than $30 total.
Oh, sure, I'm sure.
It didn't end up that way. He ended up spending $500 in order to get the items. And the items are for the character Wraith, and he's a Wraith main. So he says that he knew if he opened 500 boxes, he would definitely get one of the heirlooms. And did it. He opened all of them to get it.
So why is Apex getting a free pass on this whole loot box gambling thing?
Because it's free to play, bro.
Because it's cosmetics, Matt.
It's still
Cosmetics
promoting
only,
gambling
Matt.
amongst kids.
Cosmetics
It's still promoting
only.
gambling. It's probably
Totally said.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's cosmetics only. It doesn't matter.
You bring up a good point, though. Why isn't anyone really
No one gives a
crying
shit.
about it?
Apex, bro. Apex is life now.
Well, because it's the golden boy right now.
Everyone loves Apex right now. Wait till people start hating it, then they'll sue it for gambling.
Oh yeah, the backlash will come in about a year.
Wait till
it's already started on Fortnite.
Fortnite's getting sued left and right. It's okay. It happens. But let's go here to some last piece of news. And this is rumors that it has, for Nintendo and Xbox, that according to some rumors, Xbox Game Pass titles are going to be available on Nintendo Switch later this year via Project xCloud.
It's cray.
It's pretty cool.
Man,
That's fucking nuts.
that's awesome. I think the games landscape is going to look completely different a year from now. With Google getting into this, Microsoft, it's going to be completely different.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's going to be fucking nuts. Because what if, Nintendo says, fuck you, Xbox, we're going with Google instead. They're paying money.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everything switches, right? Everything changes. The whole game changes.
But I think you'll have developers, not console owners anymore. You don't need a Sony box anymore if you can just be a developer and stream over your
Yeah, at what point does Xbox have to say, okay, we're not going to charge you a fee to put your game on our console?
Yeah.
To get developers to actually put games on their console. Or I wonder what that fee is, or how much is Google going to charge to put your game on the streaming platform, and how much is Xbox going to charge you to put it on their console?
Yeah, and you go Google, no question.
Yeah.
And who knows, it might be a really sweet deal where, it's hey, give us, Google might say, just give us $5,000 right now, and the rest of it's yours.
What's right? Because look at
then go for it.
Look at Epic Games. Epic takes a 12% revenue or something off of your game, which is really low compared to Steam, which takes 20%.
Maybe.
So
that's the whole deal. Yeah.
Or a Netflix model. It's just maybe everyone's final Netflix model, where
someone's going to get
pay
it right.
Google $20 a month and they just buy all the best games and stream them for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, my Google turned on when I said its name. That's a little...
It's listening to you, man.
Hey,
Would you like me? Okay.
Yeah. It's scary. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be interesting to see, especially if Xbox teams up with Nintendo, because that's a very American company with a very Japanese company. It'll be cool to see them join forces and kind of get together. It's kind of weird to me that...
Rush Hour 3 is what you're saying?
Well, it's kind of weird to me that it's not Nintendo and Sony. Nintendo and Sony are both Japanese companies. You'd figure they'd support each other. They're both very Japanese-centric companies, but maybe they're like, fuck you, Sony. No, fuck
you, Sony.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Nintendo.
We love Xbox. American Xbox. Hey, that was Russian, sorry.
Shit.
But yeah, that'll be cool to log into my Xbox account on my Switch and play games from there.
Well, you already kind of do that with the Minecraft. To
But
play
I don't have
Minecraft,
Minecraft on my Switch, but
to play
people can. I
Minecraft
see what you're
online
saying.
on the
Yeah.
Switch, you have to log into your Xbox account. You log into Xbox Live to play Minecraft online.
Oh yeah, that's where the servers are.
Yep.
Yep.
And also the PC gamers have to log into Xbox, I think, to play like with the crossplay bullshit.
Well, yeah, you're doing that from the Windows 10 store.
But that's free.
Also,
PC gamers get free. They don't have to pay for live or whatever, right? But they still log into the Xbox account.
yeah, I think you just buy the game and go.
Yeah. So there's that. Same with like all the other games that PC gamers get to play with Xbox, like Sea of Thieves, and
Yep.
you have to be logged into an Xbox account, don't you? Or like a Windows account?
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's not
So-
going to be on for any other launcher. It's
Do
going to
you
be right in
pay,
the
do you
Windows
pay
10.
for Xbox Live on the play or the PC?
No.
No,
Yeah, you don't.
Eric's like, what the fuck?
but you can get.
Why am I
Game
paying
Pass.
$60 a month?
Why not, bro? It's your privilege to play on a console. You have to pay them.
You're already playing. Yeah, so you're just
Yeah,
Windows
bro.
But
10 and
you're
go.
playing the same games and using the same.
No,
network,
bro, not the same
lives.
playing in ultra frame rates, bro.
That's right. Anti-aliasing,
Bro.
high refresh rates.
You gotta
GTX.
pay to play the
1070
Pogo
Ti.
version.
Yeah, bro, you gotta pay to pay that hobo version of the
I'm
game.
just gonna
You're
sit on
locked
the
at 30
Xbox
frames.
street
Or
and
get
just play
poorer.
my hobo.
Play your hobo box, okay?
I will play my hobo box.
Class system, Eric. It costs a lot to be poor. Get used to it.
Simmer down, console peasant.
Try to rise above your pay grade.
Yeah, Eric. Stay in your lane,
Change my
man.
gamer tag to
Stay in your
console
lane.
peasant.
Right lane.
Be my new,
Oh, shit.
gamer tag.
Console peasant.
But yeah, like that's what it is. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see. Like I can't wait till like the day comes when like, as like Xbox has taken over everything. We're getting rid of PlayStation Network. Xbox is going to be the new PlayStation Network. You think that'll ever happen?
No.
Run better.
It's gonna be a
You know,
sync-
unless Sony just sells out and just
There has to be like a point where everything just joins together, and it's like
thing, but
the game. This is the game box. This is the everything game box. Like you just buy one box, everything's there. You don't care.
Yeah,
anymore.
this is the game's
Until-
browser.
Until PlayStation gets a new president, they're not gonna join forces.
No, join the forces.
we'll see. You know, all these companies get bigger. You know, Samsung, Google, Microsoft.
Google is fucking huge though. Google is so big, man. Like, if I see if anyone go over this gaming shit and just like have the one thing for everyone, like everyone just come here, fuck everything else, just come to us. We'll take care of you.
What if
Could be
Microsoft's
Google.
like, yo, Google, put your streaming app on our Xbox?
They would
No,
never
Google would
do
be like,
that.
no, Microsoft, put your games on our
Yeah.
platform.
Put your fucking
Right.
games on our
Okay, yeah.
shit. Yeah,
Bye, bitch.
that's exactly what they'd say.
I'm
that's
your
cute.
daddy now.
That's really cute. How about you?
How about you, join?
Me. Yeah.
I'm joining the dark side.
No, I agree with Matt. That would probably be the case. Google would be like, no, fuck you. You come to us. We're
And
more
Apple comes
popular
over,
than
Hold
you.
my beer.
Yeah. Apple doesn't have that shine anymore. We can
Okay,
get a whole
okay,
podcast.
man. Do you think Apple comes out this year and says they partner with Google to bring Google Project Stream exclusive to the next Apple TV?
No.
Oh.
No.
No, that would be limiting themselves, the potential, I
I
think.
bet you Samsung. They got
Oh
you
yeah,
on-
possibly, right? They're straight
then-
competitors, aren't they, with the phone industry? So
No. Google, they run Google on almost
Well,
every.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
Android, Android, right? They're like the owners of it.
I was thinking Apple versus like Google or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it would be
Right,
more
they're
with
competitors.
it would be more with Android devices than Apple device.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the new S12 Plus.
Dude, have you seen that new
With
phone, the
Google
Galaxy?
ways.
Have you seen that new Galaxy Fold fucking phone?
Yeah, dude.
Oh
I-
my god, that thing
pre-ordered
is
it. Swallow that thing.
$2,000.
I pre-ordered it.
You didn't pre-order it.
Yeah,
You fucking did it.
I'm gonna
sold my
get one. I
wife
think
into
this summer.
slavery, and I got it. Got enough money for it.
Yeah,
What? That seems like a bad deal, dude.
yeah.
I can buy whatever I want now.
You got money left over, though, right? Like, this isn't just a $2,000 deal. She's going to be
I-
pissed off.
I'm gonna try to get some money back and buy her back. I don't
It's a long road from here.
Can't say much about my dog. I sold her.
All
to
I'm
a
gonna
Chinese
say for the
family.
people out there saw that Samsung reveal of the new the S10 looks cool, but the new Fold, $2,000 almost,
Damn.
just under. They priced it at $1,980, so they don't hit that $2,000. So like you look at that number and you don't think $2,000. Well, that's just $1,980. Under 2,000.
Well, most of us don't look at that.
That's a deal.
We just
It's a
lease our
fucking
phones
deal.
from
This is not
T-Mobile and
1999.
AT&T
This is
and
1980.
I'm definitely gonna get that S10 though because it looks sweet.
What I'm saying to those people that saw that fold is probably don't buy it. First generation tech.
It's a proof of concept. It's I don't know. Wait 3 years until they get it right.
Wait till people start like that shit starts blowing up people in people's beds and shit.
One screen doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
it
You know what's going to
rips.
happen?
Oh, like I'm thinking it's gonna rip, right? Like all the folding and folding it and
Yeah.
folding it. It's gonna break that fucking screen. I think.
We all know what's going to happen, right? You're going to take your granddad in to get his first, phone.
Grandpa.
Try to upgrade
How
it.
would
from
you get
Grandpa,
it?
sign up
Why
for
would
this
you get your
phone.
grandpa that phone?
So you can take it from him. You be like, here, grab
Get
my
him to-
phone.
I'm about
Coming
to
in
take my
2019 here,
I'm about to take my grandma's
Not
Google
1987
Pixel. Though.
anymore, man. Let's go.
See, Eric, why would you take your grandma's Google Pixel?
She don't know how to run that thing. She
Exactly,
hates it.
exactly why you would take your grandma to buy a fucking fold so he doesn't know how to run it.
She paid full price for that phone, man. So once she gives it to me, it's mine.
Oh, she did?
Damn, she
Yeah.
paid like she's
They
baller,
freaking-
dude.
Verizon conned her, man. They took advantage of my grandma. I wanted to go
That's
throw
sad.
some elbows.
That's sad.
How did they?
Should be
Okay,
cool.
okay,
It was
tell
a
us.
Google. It was a
tell
Google
us how they
Pixel
conned her.
2. It wasn't a 3,
Tell
but
us.
still.
Tell us what happened.
I mean, I don't. So my grandma had problems with the phone she had before she got that Pixel, and she took it into the Verizon store, and then all of a sudden, everything is gone, and they can't get anything back. So the guy at Verizon erased everything, all of her pictures, all her
All
contacts.
her grandkids.
Yeah, well, she had tons of pictures, man. And then she had I set her up with Google Docs and all that for my grandpa to have for his medicines or just things in general. She lost all that. She lost her email. She didn't remember her email, so it was a mess. So then
I'm going
it
to add
sucks.
Verizon right fucking now.
And then they sold her. He sold her that Google Pixel 2, I think, full price.
What was the
Getting
full
back
price
up
of that?
for
$1,000?
Cloud or
I'm not sure, and I think it was $800.
They start off at $850 or some ridiculous fucking price.
And I told him, I was like, my grandma was having problems with her phone. And
That's
I
expensive.
looked,
That's
and it's her-
so fucked up, dude. To
It's that new
make
phone.
someone
I'm like,
buy no-
frick, Grandma, how'd you get a Google Pixel? Why do you have this?
yeah,
Yeah, she told me. I'm like, I'm jealous, Grandma. It's a sweet phone.
it's like a mummy driving a car. What's going on?
That person just sold it for a commission. They
They made a big.
Oh, he totally bricked my grandma's phone, so she
Fucking
can
dick,
get a new
dude.
one.
Fucking dick. Fuck
Yeah.
them.
That sucks.
Fuck
That sucks.
Verizon. Fuck them.
Yeah, because the
Verizon.
first thing I do when I
Fuck
go to
that
T-Mobile
guy.
is they
This
back my phone up.
HGP stance is fuck that guy.
Let's go riot over at the Verizon store here in Michigan.
No, not Verizon. Just fuck that guy.
Oh, okay.
Well, Verizon may sponsor us one day, dude. They're gonna look back on this and be like, "You guys said fuck Verizon, episode 245."
Guys tweeted out
You're
at
gonna
me shit.
in the meeting room.
That's
It's like,
right.
all right, let's sign
Have
this.
to-
Hold on, our legal
Settle
team
for
went through
Sprint.
your shows and they heard you say fuck Verizon a few times.
Sprint over in the corner like, hey, we'll sponsor you.
No, it's gonna be T-Mobile Sprint.
Right, down
T-Sprint.
Ligari for the win.
Sprint.
T-Sprint. They're joined forces. They're trying to join
AT&T.
forces right now. AT&T, yeah. AT&T. Google AT&T. We love AT&T. AT&T is the best. Okay, let's
What's
get to
the
community
Metro?
questions. Community
Metro.
questions.
Ugh.
Community
Yeah.
questions by
It's-
community members and the community. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Dun, dun. The
I got
first one
questions.
goes out. The first one is asked by Sean Fuller. Hey, Matt.
Yo.
Gunny, you have any insider news or knowledge of when Chime Sharp 2 comes out? Do you?
NDA. I can't really talk about it.
Okay. You're voice acting that one?
Yep. I play the cube and also the TP.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, you got two roles.
They're going for a darker kind of vibe this time around. So.
Cool.
Are you going to be stuck underwater, under the ice?
Don't joke about that. Debris was a masterpiece.
By the way, no kidding, people. Matt Bradford is in a video game called
Yeah,
Debris.
Debris. And it's a decent game. Give it a chance.
He's also on the No Sleep podcast, which I listen to every week.
Yeah, I love being on the No Sleep podcast. You know what? And when I voice them now, I'm like, geez, hear this.
I'm totally
I put that
gonna
extra
hear
little
it,
Jesus
dude.
juice in there.
No, man, like I listened to like
Jesus juice.
one of my favorite ones you ever done was the pillow one, the one where you're fucking the anime pillow.
Body pillow one.
Oh, that shit was creepy, dude. Oh man, it's just the thought of it because it could happen, right? You order something from China, it's in the fucking thing or whatever, and it arrives to your house.
Who hasn't fucked an anime pillow full of spiders?
Totally, dude. Totally.
Oh,
let
gosh.
let he who hasn't done it raise the first stone. Or whatever.
Yeah. Who hasn't fucking?
Man, I'm getting chills. I need to go listen to this.
Oh, you gotta listen to that one. I forget what episode that was, but just like go back in the archives and it's
Good
somewhere.
shit,
It's so good. And then another one Matt did, which is really good, guys and girls, is that he did like a season finale, and when they do season finales, they release like episodes. And he did one called Baraska.
It was a 2-hour long audio
that thing
story.
was
That was
good.
fun.
That was good.
And do you know that is written by one of the lead writers of House on Netflix? He wrote that.
Nice.
It's fucking like the No Sleep podcast is on some next level podcasting shit. Like they're like rich podcasters over there.
I get
Yeah, a
paid
lot
for
of
that
great
stuff.
audio in that.
Yeah, see, he's getting paid for that
Yeah,
stuff.
they got hardcore producers who get paid to produce their episodes. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm getting paid for this too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just check your PayPal account.
It's negative. You guys
Venmo.
took money.
Next question.
Next one from a gentleman you might know, Sean Iams Fuller. He asked.
Sean Iams.
Who the fuck is
Don't
this guy
worry
asking
about
all
it.
these questions? Jeez.
He's a has-been.
Washed up.
Do you guys think 2019 has had a great start this year?
Yes.
I'm thinking Metro. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It's been like everyone like was super hyped for February 22nd, and then we get all these games and everyone's kind of hating on them. But I feel like it's like that warm up, right? Like that get into some gaming, get into the groove, man. You know, like we had Ace Combat 7 last month, Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil, and then this month we got Crack, we got Metro. We got that Sucker Punch or whatever. What the fuck was that game called? One Punch something?
What was it?
Sucker
What?
Punch.
No.
Jump Force?
Jump Force with that Sucker Punch guy or the One Punch Man or whatever. Has all the
One Punch
animes in there. Yeah, it has all the anime
it's Jump Force,
fighters.
I think.
Yeah, Jump. That came out on Friday. No one's talking. Well, we didn't talk about it because we're not really fighter people, but it's out.
Doesn't that Sekiro game come out soon too? Isn't it this month?
Shadow Dice Twice this month.
Yeah.
What?
Thought so.
Sony? No, you're tripping.
Or is it
Boston.
this year? Maybe
Probably
not
this year,
month.
not this month.
I know Days Gone's coming out soon.
That comes out April.
I am so excited.
What's coming out? There's some good stuff coming out in March as well.
March, the Division 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think the fact that, Metro is something I've been anticipating for quite a while, and I'm pretty happy with it. So
Good,
got
good
its flaws,
start,
but
man. Good
overall enjoying
games.
the game.
Cool.
Next question. Jonathan Hall. Dude, where you at? He asked, was Apex Legends the long con revenge plan of Vince Zampella to get even with Activision and Call of Duty by utterly destroying Blackout? Damn, that's the point. John, I never thought of that.
It did utterly destroy Blackout. I mean, Vince Zampella got kind of fucked by Activision when he made Modern Warfare 3. When he made Modern Warfare from the beginning, like Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, and Modern Warfare 2. The reason he left Activision, allegedly, is because he didn't get paid royalties off of those two games. Because they told him, like, hey, dude, if we reach this many sales, you're going to make this much money. And obviously, those Call of Duties fucking broke records, and they made a bunch of sales that exceeded the sales. And apparently, he said that Activision paid him the initial check when they reached the goal, but they didn't pay him royalties on top of that. Like, yo, dude, they were supposed to give me like $1 million if we reached some piece. They paid me that, but you guys didn't pay me the royalties on top of that you were supposed to pay out to me. And he sued him, and it was a big legal thing, and then they ended up leaving. They were like, fuck
I
you.
remember that story with him, and I think it was Jason.
Or like a lot of the Infinity Ward team left when Zampella took off, dude. He like
No,
some
he did.
other
I remember
dude,
they got escorted out of the building by
a
security.
bunch of people left, like with him, like 20 people
crazy.
just took off with him, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna make our own studio. And like, it was like a few months later when they announced they were making under the new studio called Respawn. They're like, yo, we're making Titanfall. We're partnering with Microsoft, Xbox One.
Yeah.
Titanfall. Everyone's like, whoa,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And then it was a big deal, but they were like independent back then. They were published by EA, but they were still independent. And then the EA ended up buying them or whatever.
Huh. That's cool. I didn't know that whole story.
Yeah. But that's why everyone's like, that's a good point, Jonathan. He could be like, fuck you,
Especially
Blackout,
with the
and
menu,
destroying you.
I definitely see a lot of Black Ops 4 in there. I see some other games, but yeah, I think they put that in there on purpose.
They know
Absolutely.
they got that movement down. That's one thing that Titanfall and like Respawn can do really good is that shooting and the movement feels fucking good. It feels like a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, they even took the sliding from another Call of Duty title. So anyway, next question from Junior. Jesus, he asked, can Jesus declare a state of gaming emergency to get even household and X and Game Pass? I'm not sure what he means by
Xbox
that.
Game Pass,
No,
maybe.
he says, can Jesus declare a state of gaming emergency to get household an Xbox One X and a Game Pass?
Can you do that?
Well, last
It's
week,
within your powers? Yeah.
I'm using my executive powers to not declare a state of gaming emergency. I feel like it's not needed at this point.
No, we have the stats. We have everyone needs an Xbox Game Pass.
Shit.
Have you seen the caravan of hungry gamers?
The wanted Game Pass? Fuck.
Yeah.
Haven't you been watching CNN, damn it?
Damn it.
You're approaching Jesus.
I cannot declare emergency, people. I'm sorry. I'm
I've
sorry.
been watching Brooders, and it's imperative we do something. You know what I have been seeing a lot of, though, and a lot of people post on Twitter and on social media, is the Xbox One X edition.
What do you mean? The false?
It's the console
you mean
that
people
they're
don't give a shit about it, or people are posting that they're buying it? Which one?
people are posting that they bought it.
Well, it's because it's going on sale so cheap. It's like $400 now instead of $500.
Microsoft employees. It's like, here's $500. Go buy it. Post on your social media.
That you buy
I think
it.
that's what it is. Like, I'm actually seeing posts. I think it's
Dude, that game is selling so bad that
Paid.
GameStop was bundling that game like used Xbox Ones. Like brand new copies of Fallout 76. If you bought an old school like OG Xbox One, like the ghetto one, and like one, and you bought one of those, they would give you a brand new copy of Fallout 76. Like, fuck it, we're just throwing it in the box. We don't
what you're
care.
saying is this is probably going, someone please play our game.
I was in the mall the other day and I walked by EB Games and then half hour later I'm like, what's this in my back pocket? They stuffed 5 copies of Fallout 76 in my back pocket.
They just like,
And they're just like, take them. I brought it back like, no, they're yours now.
we don't want him back.
Can you put these on your Twitter account?
Oh, shit.
Pictures, please.
Oh, man. Next question.
Brian again asks, what is something you have always wanted to witness in real life?
Oh,
Space.
man. Tough question.
Sure.
Something I've wanted to witness.
I wanted to witness.
Oh boy.
I want to see a giant squid, but from a distance.
Oh, don't you want to like dive under? And
Fuck no. No way. Not even, nope. I would never get in
Last-
the water.
whatever.
Nope.
What if you're in like a big glass box?
I have to be like in a super
You're pretty
safe
well
submarine. Like this submarine better never ever like. No, not even that. I want to be in a helicopter
How would you
flying
say?
with a squid.
Okay, you know
Don't
what?
ask fucking questions, man. What if I send
I
an
think-
underwater drone down there with my helicopter and I'm flying above, looking at through the camera?
The immersion would be lost. I mean, if you're going to go through the trouble of hunting out a giant, might as well be down there with it. It's using a wasted helicopter.
I don't know. I don't want to be in the water.
I'm going to
That's
take
scary.
one of those cameras you put on your head or your motorbike or whatever.
Oh, GoPro.
Yeah, like a GoPro. I'll take that and I want to hang glide over the Niagara Falls.
Ooh.
I've never been there. I wanna
You
go
ever
to
been
Canada.
Niagara? Come down sometime, buddy. That's like a couple hours away.
You want to hang glide across Niagara Falls, huh?
There you go. I'll have passport in hand
Okay.
legally.
What about you, Matt? What's something you want to witness in real
Oh, the
life?
space shuttle launch for sure. Like an actual like.
That would
NASA
be
space.
cool. I would love to see that too, actually. No lie. Like an actual, like with like astronauts in there. Now, like, we're sending cargo in an automated
No, like
computer.
astronauts. Yeah, for sure. Like a
I want the
space mission.
astronauts coming out and waving at everybody and signers and shit and like
walking in slow mo to the
like
spacecraft.
slow motion.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, totally.
that'd be legit. What about you, Eric?
Mine's somewhat, it's close to Matt's, but kind of like the life of, or just a day in a life of Elon Musk.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I just
You smell
like
it.
there's
I
a
don't know
couple
if I
kinda-
want that. A day in the life of like a CEO would probably fucking suck.
But like
Well-
Elon Musk, I feel like he just buys planes and
Just does dumb
He
shit.
seems like he has fun with
Just
his
like
life.
does whatever.
yeah.
And I'll do whatever
Yeah.
I want.
Get
Oh,
a
and that-
Tesla, do 200 miles an hour down.
It's
maybe
funny.
a
I
life
saw a
of
video of
Bill
him.
Murray would be the same.
Have you guys seen the video of that guy of Elon Musk when he was like 27 or something, and he was working for PayPal, and like he bought that like fucking badass sports car, and it's like him in like it was like 2001 or 1999 or 2000, and it's like, yeah, this is Elon Musk, and he's one of the youngest millionaires in San Francisco, and he's getting delivered a brand new car, and like they're showing the car being delivered, and he's like, yeah, it's the only one in the world, and they're like, how much did this car cost you? And he's like, it cost me about $1.9 million or some shit. And they're like, holy shit, dude, you're 27 years old. He's like, I'm 27. And like he has his wife there with him or whatever.
That's awesome.
Wow.
He's a boss.
Elon
He's
Musk
like-
is a boss, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's so cool.
He's a modern day Bruce Wayne, basically.
All right, next question.
Yeah.
Next one. Brian has another one. He talked about after last week's debacle, and Jesus, it sounds like it was a scream for help on last week's show.
Maybe
Was it
it was. Maybe it was. But I got a gaming PC. I feel good now. Next question.
Next one. Bill Gardner asked, hey, Jesus, how's the PC going? Any regrets yet? And how much will you be selling it for in the future? Haha.
$300 in 3 weeks. Hit me up.
You heard it here first.
I'll
folks.
hit you up.
$300, 3 weeks.
Wait for that Facebook posting.
Yep.
PC gaming sucks.
300 for 300 in 3 weeks. Save up.
Nice.
Next question.
Will you take payments?
No.
Okay.
Bitcoin.
Cash only.
Next question. Matt Jaquette. He says, I fell asleep playing Crackdown 3. What game has made you fall asleep?
Tons of games. Depends how tired I am.
Can I want to answer this because those Telltale games. I remember
Oh.
I used to love the Walking Dead Telltale, but then like it got to a point with Telltale games, they'd just be like you're just watching a badly animated show for 20 minutes, and they make you press a button. And I remember falling asleep at like Fable or something like that. Not Fable, but it was one with the cartoon. No, the fairy tale characters one.
Wolf Among Us?
Yeah, it was a great concept, but I'm like, can I play this game? Like I just fell asleep. I literally fell asleep.
There's a lot there.
Like, man
Yeah.
just passed out fucking in his chair. Like, I'm passed out. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Actually, like, to name one game off, I don't know what game that's actually made me fall asleep, but I know it's happened to me more than once. Probably, like, happened to me in, like, Call of Duty, Battlefield, where I'm staying up late playing games, and all of a sudden I'm snoring, and, yeah. Yeah.
Gosh, you know, I was playing, something had come out, and I invited Mark Cox, formerly from this Xbox Life, to play a game. He's like, hey, I'll be right there. Anyway, he joined the party, and I was snoring. Gunny! Gunny! I'm like, huh? Yeah. But I totally forgot what game it was, but yeah. I was like, oh yeah, let's play this game, whatever it is. I'm super excited to play it. Yeah.
Sounds like.
Alrighty.
Weird.
Well, that's it.
I have one more Discord
Oh.
from another PC enthusiast, M. Polo. He asked, hey, Jesus, did you get rid of all your consoles? What games will you download, buy? He wants to know all your PC specs. I want to know everything. I think we've covered that, haven't
We've
we?
covered all that. Yeah. I'll be playing more games.
And
on
you
here.
did play Apex with him. I know he's a big fan of that, and he streams.
He wants me to play Apex with him. I haven't downloaded it. I haven't played with him just yet. I haven't been able to get together with him.
It's good, man. You definitely want to be on
I
his
feel
squad.
like I'm gonna be like a burden on the team. You know, like I'm gonna suck, and he's gonna be like,
Join our team, dude. Eric and I.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm probably better than you guys.
Then you won't be a burden. You'll be perfect for our
Get
team.
it, man.
You'll feel good about yourself.
Yeah, you'll be our fearless leader.
I know. I'll be the jump master. Is always.
That's fine. We will give you the jump master cred.
Jump master all the time.
We will relinquish that to you every time.
Man. Anyways, people, Matt Bradford, where can we find you, sir?
Twitter at MattoMcFly, MattoMcFly. The Video Game Outsiders podcast, ZombieCast, No Sleep, the Guinness World Records Gamers Edition. And if you live around the Toronto area, you can hear me sometimes on commercials.
And video games.
And video, yeah, download Debris. You know what? This isn't just me being a goof. It was a good game. I think they did a wonderful job on it. It's an indie studio out of Toronto. It doesn't feel like an indie game. It's not like a 16-bit pondering thing about life. It's an actual video game.
Like every other fucking game releasing nowadays, when you have to ponder
it's not like an
life.
8-bit thing where you have a dog. You have to.
Your dog is dying of cancer, and
it's a whole journey into cancer. No, it's just a fun game.
Yeah, okay.
Steam, DEBRAS. Check it out, and then hire me for your next game.
Wall hat for the next game. One day I'm gonna open up a game studio and hire you, Matt.
Cool, get on it.
Do all the voices.
Every voice.
My game is gonna be called
Nice.
Ball Out.
Ball out.
Don't even know what it's about. Ball
Balls
out.
out 76.
Ball Out.
Ball out. Oh shit. Anyways, you can find us at _horriblegamers on Twitter. You can join the Facebook group Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. You can always leave us a review on iTunes stuff. We appreciate it. You can find me on Xbox Live Gamertag Jesus Walks Lot, on PlayStation Network GSUS Walks Lot, on Steam as Jesus Walks Lot, on Origin as Jesus Walks Lot. And add me on PC, people. I want to play with y'all. Jesus Walks Lot. Yeah.
Me, I notoriously hate people playing it.
Fine. Then you can find
I
me on
don't like-
Xbox.
I don't want to play with any one of my games.
Okay.
Sorry. Eric maybe. Yeah! All you guys. I know you guys.
Yeah. With you, Matt. Well, we need to play some Apex, dude, on PS4.
You just said I'd drag you down.
You would.
You just slammed me on live podcasting.
Matt, you know I got you, man. I got you.
Yeah, this guy's been on my side the whole time.
Eric is full of shit. He's a liar. Don't believe
I'm
him.
not lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Not dying.
Eric, you're dying.
You're dying.
No.
Where can we find you, Gunny? Go ahead, Gunny.
Find me on Xbox Live, Gunny Chief. Also on the Steam machines, Gunny Chief.
Steve Machines.
And on Twitter, Gunny Chief. Where we find you, Eric? Epic
Xbox, St. Nicholas, and PlayStation, Epic Irk. That is it.
What about
Oh.
PC now?
We played
Okay.
Borderlands together like years ago, didn't we?
I don't think so, Tim.
Damn.
Wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
No.
My heart.
We played co-op on Borderlands like a long time ago.
Maybe.
Yeah, whatever.
Epic
I
bitch.
remember.
I remember. I have short-term memory. I had too many knocks to the head during football.
That might have been Ian's, actually, now that I think about it. Huh. I don't think Jesus, or I've never played a game with either of you guys.
No, you have played with me. You have. You
must
played
Never
been-
played a
remember.
game with me.
Sea of Thieves. Played for a bit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Did you play Gears as well when...
Yeah, we played
Army?
Gears when everyone would get together with Gears. Yeah.
Oh, Gears of War.
Gears of War. We need to get, like... What's a good game that's PC, cross PS4?
Halo.
I'm sure.
Fortnite. We should all get Fortnite
Gears.
and play Fortnite.
PUBG.
No, fuck Fortnite. PUBG is not crossplay.
Halo.
Damn it.
You can play Halo Master Collection and play old Halo 2 games.
Matt doesn't have a Halo.
It's
I
on
got a
Game
computer,
Pass.
so I could maybe... Yeah, there you go. I can do that.
It's Halo, but Halo's not cross. It's
No,
not
it's
PC.
not. I don't think it is. I don't know why they never did. I always assumed they were going to do that, but they never
You
did.
can play
make
it
that.
for
There you go. You can play Fortnite.
That you
You can
can.
race each other.
I don't want to race you. I'll do anyway.
Matt's like, fuck you guys.
Too good for that.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Peaceful Sprouts. Thank you, Matt, for joining us today, and we'll catch everyone next week. The next Horrible Gamers podcast. Bye, Matt.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you.
Good night, kiddos.
Love you. Thanks. Appreciate it.